good.
Hello, everybody, and welcome here on Tuesday night at Tabletop Tyranny for the Lost Tales of Paradisia, homebrew 5th edition D&D game that we try to run every Tuesday. We left off last session with some conflicts resolved and new ones rising. We started the episode with the devil that the group was in combat with, calling Reyna's gambit of taking her own life to disrupt the devil's plans in hope of de-escalating things. Calling upon the infectious powers of hell, the devil called this gambit and began making the group hallucinate with some of their deeper desires, things that they're very greedy for and envious for. And I don't even believe everybody even had a conversation about that because things were happening. But despite succumbing to the greater illusions, one by one the party started awakening, and they managed to overthrow this devil, who had revealed that he could turn greed against them, quite literally making jewelry sharpen and choke anyone wearing it, doing devastating damage. Luckily, he only managed to use that power once successfully. But he upgraded the imps into bigger devils that were bearded to assault the party, and the party did dispatch of him. Not only that, the being begged for its life, offering wisdom that simple powers cannot grant, as well as information on the enemy. Basically, whatever was in his power, and the group did barter with him. They were able to ask him questions that they've been trying to root for this whole time, such as, where is Milo's father? And it was revealed that he is trapped within the lair of a creature known as the Tarask. They asked where this Yishigal's lair was, and they discovered that it is beneath the surface of Elder Ridge, where the group first became a real group, kind of, where they met Basil for the first time after the conflicts on the bridge, dating back to episode, I believe, 2 or 3, very early on. And that is basically where the group left off. He gave them a lot of information. There was another question that was asked, who it's slipping my memory for some reason. I know that you guys used all of your wishes of knowledge, your lore wishes.
Did we
There was
use the
another
third one?
question asked.
No, we
Yeah, I
didn't.
thought
That's
we
right.
did
You-
one.
I thought you did, but maybe you didn't.
I think we
Oh,
wanted
maybe
to,
we
and then
We
we just
talked about it, and then we're like, nah.
Yeah, and then we decided against it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we can check
Yeah.
later.
It's either way. We'll get back. Yeah, we'll get back to that. We'll address that. It's easy to find out if you did or not. But those were two major questions that were asked.
Yeah.
And the group then decided that they were going to go to Elder Ridge because before departing from the Devil's Company, they asked if he had any money to spare, and he gave them an Easter egg. He gave them a nice nest egg. That's not an Easter egg, a nest egg. And they decided that they were going to go to Eelfell to do some shopping, as well as figure out what the hell is up with this parcel of land that is apparently up for grabs, but has not been sought out yet, and see if what's going on with the tournament and their placings on it. All of these questions, hopefully, will be answered in tonight's episode. We will see how the flow of the game goes. I have prices for items that you sent me interest in, as well as if they're available or not. We won't be randomizing to see what's available. When you get to the shops, we'll discuss what you see and where you're going to shop. Where you go, how you go about it is going to depend on what's available, but all that is taken care of. It's all written down, and we won't have to waste 15-20 minutes like normal with me trying to figure it all out. I've got that all taken care of, and we can start right here if I covered everything.
You did your homework?
Sometimes I don't, but I'm glad this one was good. Yeah, sometimes it's bad.
So are we already in Eelfell?
I look. If you want to fast forward to Eelfell, you have no side missions or side stops you want to do. There's nothing your group needs to discuss. If you want to fast forward right to Eelfell from where you're at, we can do that. I am prepared absolutely to do that.
I mean,
I forgot where we're even at.
We're-
another town.
Greenville.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Okay.
All this
yeah.
happened in Greenville, the
Cool.
second biggest city in the kingdom.
Q.
I mean,
Yeah, that's fair. There were a few weeks that got skipped.
I'm all right with fast forwarding. Yeah, I mean, normally I like to do the travel, but I think for what's the word? Brevity's sake? Is that the right word? Brevity? For speed, yeah.
Yeah,
For speeding things along.
Yeah, it'll take you about 5 days of good riding on the road. Not stopping in towns to do shenanigans, not looking for trouble unless it hits your campsite or your place on the road. You can get there in about 5 days. There's good roads here. You don't have to go up towards the swamps. You don't have to get a ferry across the river if you take the roads. The roads are nicer here. Yeah, that can be the quickest route is if you just take the road.
Yeah, I mean, if you're all right with that, I mean, I feel like if it's...
I have no problem.
Okay, I was gonna say I feel like if it's 5 days of travel, there should be like kind of a middle ground of where we possibly run into something. But like if that's
you will pass towns and you will pass inns and shit like that. You're not gonna be like out in the middle of Fangorn Forest doing out in the sticks. It's not like that. You will see other things, but if you just wanted to fast forward right to Eelfell, you don't want to stop at another town. You don't want to ask what's been going on, and it's just unless there's an encounter, there's an encounter.
yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Okay.
I think I'm
You'll
good
pass
to...
Dewcrest.
Yeah. I think I'm good to go.
Yeah, I think so as well.
We get a long rest.
Oh yeah, you guys get multiple long rests.
Nah, we pull all-nighters.
Where is
Yeah,
my
okay.
character sheet?
We also get our horses as well. That we stabled.
Right.
Yes.
Hey Tom, do we get XP for the?
Oh yeah, let me tally that up. Yeah,
Oh,
let me-
that's
let me
right,
get
yeah.
That for you.
I thought about that sometime last week, and then ADHD.
No, it
and,
was
like,
written down. No, Star sent me something, and I forgot to address it.
Oh.
Experience owed.
No,
What?
experience is owed.
Experience payable.
I was only sending him what I wanted, and I forgot that was at the bottom.
Give me my fucking XP.
Yeah.
I want a credit card that's got no limit, Tom.
Yeah.
That's how you know I paid attention.
While we're traveling, I'll also play dragon chess with
Sure.
with Reyna. Can you roll an intelligence thing for me?
Yeah.
You're gonna lose, but
How's
I'm
showing?
really smart. I don't think
yeah,
you
but I'm
understand.
proficient. I'm proficient in my dragon chess set.
How's showing me how to like properly play my pan flute?
What's our proficiency bonus at 6? It's +3, right?
Is it the same for everybody?
No,
Yeah.
it's different.
No.
No, I think it's
Proficiency
I think
bonuses
it's
are the same.
Proficiency is the same, but not everybody has the same amount of attacks.
Yeah, stuff like
Oh, gotcha.
Oh.
So
Rogues
yeah,
almost
3.
Never get an extra attack, I don't think.
So
On this mission.
it's +3. I got 12.
Okay. Actually, that one rolled bad. Let me do this
You got down. What'd you get?
one. 30, 20.
Woo!
I do a lot of losing. But I'm always like, whoa, oh, good job, wow. But also like
Everybody gets 12.75 experience for the last encounter.
Nice.
sorry, what? 1275?
1275.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, 1275.
Sweet.
gotcha.
That's what you got to turn it into a lesson. You have to tell her that you were trying to teach her not to lose. That's the key.
No, I've got that's your shtick. I can't take
Yeah,
it
how
from
would
you.
that?
If you want to play them, you can.
What do you
Play
guys?
No,
with
I
my
got my
dragon
loot.
chest set.
What are you rolling for this?
Intelligence.
Intelligence.
And if you're proficient in dragon chess, you can add your proficiency.
I am proficient in nope. Just pan flute. Proficient. I think I've rolled
I've had a lot
poorly.
of characters proficiency with dragon chess. That and dice sets are my favorite game to be proficient with in D&D.
Yeah, whenever I pick a background that has a game, it's usually Dragon Chess, but that wasn't this character.
Right, because you're the survivalist.
Yeah. So how
Everybody can roll perception checks.
perception
Yeah.
checks?
Represent a few days on the road and things that you might notice.
Perception.
I got
is-
a 5. I'm
Man.
really focused on getting my ass beat right now.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
really
in your own
focused on the
thoughts, man.
game.
Maybe
I'm in
the
my-
illusions of the
Nice, babe.
mammon of the third circle of hell fucked with you. You're not paying attention. You're not
Rain is
paying
in my
attention to
head.
the road.
Would you say, Jacob?
Yeah.
I got a natural 1 for a total of 3.
Ooh. I got an 11. I have a +8 too. I just
Man.
rolled.
Wow,
Bad.
weird.
We fucking suck.
Your campaign too. I was rolling so bad.
I can't be like,
Oh.
oh, is it hearing?
So 11 is the highest.
Milo and Reyna, you notice in the day's travel, especially when you're getting past Dew Crest, and then the last couple days south, heading into Eelfell. There's definitely a lot more patrols. You pass the site where the peasants were ran down by the Silver Guard, where the apple orchards were burned down near Dewcrest property. You pass that area and see it. There are more militia there than perhaps anywhere else on the road that you've traveled. There's definitely a bit of a with the punji sticks and everything with the town militia. You don't see the Silver Guard still there. It looks like the elite knights have for the most part left. But all along the days here, the patrols have been heavier along the road, and it doesn't seem to be any trouble in the countryside along these roads, at least, especially when you get towards where Dewcrest is. That's what you notice.
All right.
And then the last 2 days, traveling south on the road, you reach the familiar site of Eelfell, with the circular marble white walls, about 30 feet high. And again, it's not Greenville's walls look more resilient, less fancy and more fortified than Eelfell, but Eelfell is the bigger city, despite the size of the walls. What's up, Tyler?
I was going to do some RP. I was
Oh,
going
go
to,
right ahead. I'm done.
as I'm, clopping forth on Thunder, I'll turn to look at Reyna, or maybe I'll just talk to Reyna, and I'll be like, so, you wanted to visit your family here?
Yeah. We got information that kind of important, and I need to make sure my family is safe.
Is that just like a you thing, or do you want us to come with you?
I mean, you can come if you like. Not sure how welcome everyone will be.
Alright, do you want to go in looking like yourself, or?
Oh, no, of course not. look sickly right now.
Right. And the plan's just to buy stuff, folks.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
And then we'll meet at the entrance to the rich people gates, and then we'll go to Reina's family.
So are we separating for buying stuff, or are we just kind of sticking together and like going to each shop together?
I mean, either or. I was just getting a rundown of the day.
Right.
I would like to swing by the cemetery and pay some respects to some people.
Of course.
Would you like company, or is that something you want to do by yourself?
I mean, Milo got to go last time, so if anybody really wants to, I mean, you guys really already know my story, so I mean, like,
You
I
should
don't
take-
care.
You
I don't
should
give a
take
shit.
someone with you.
If you wanted company.
You know, you want to come, you can come. I really don't give a shit.
Okay.
Someone
so
should go with.
Actually,
no,
wait,
yeah.
hold on. Yeah, I actually kind of agree because last time I don't want to get assassinated, so I think
Yeah,
we should all go together.
That's what I
it's
was thinking. Yeah,
probably a good idea.
I'm-
Yeah.
Sometimes.
you can't go anywhere by yourself. Otherwise, you're gone.
Yeah, it's true.
All right. To the stores, and then yeah. Me and Thunder charge forward.
There are multiple options to go shopping for things that you're looking for within Eelfell. Reina, as a merchant, you know that even in the more squalid districts, there are merchants in alleys. In the normal district, there are stores with vendors that acquire exotic goods and things that are of value to adventuring parties that trickle down from the upper echelons of Eelfell. And then within the district that your family themselves live are the more valued items made by these families or acquired by the families that are supplying much of Eelfell with their surplus of items. There are many different ways to tackle this, and that is really up to you, where you want to go and who you want to hit up for items. Where in Eelfell, I guess.
I turned to my group and I'm just like, I mean, I don't want to have to keep finding magic arrows. I want a bow that can kind of replace that, right, and turn my arrows into magic arrows. So I mean, it's pretty simple, that and just some armor that protects me a little better. So I don't know if you want to go find stuff like that together. I mean, there's a couple extra items, in addition to a weapon and armor that I want, but
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
we can definitely go do that.
I need to get a golden fiddle.
I need to go get a
Golden fiddle.
deed. I think maybe I need to go to the post office for something.
oh,
Is that? Do I remember? Is that where that was? Did they say they had it ready? I can't remember for the life of me.
There's a department in this city you gotta ask for that handles the property titles, and you were given like the location of that. Yes, where you go for that, you have knowledge of it. It's just someone handles like the fiefdoms and all that. That like there's a department in this city that handles it, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll go to the magic store with everyone, and then after, so I can get you guys to sign the lease with me, whatever.
For timeshare?
Yeah. Whatever magic place we're going. I don't know which.
I think we should start at the top and work. We could go to the upper because I think we have to have Reina for the upper.
I could probably
District.
get in.
Well, yeah, true, maybe.
Reina can get you instant access.
Yep.
If Reina wishes to stay hidden, Basil might be your next best option because he just seems to manage to get all these places in anyways. And then you being ex-military would be the next choice. Howard. That's probably how it would go. But Raina can just get you in.
So,
She chooses.
Tom, outside of game just for a second,
Sure.
I just realized one of the things I asked you about, the +1 crossbow. I didn't realize that I have to give up one of my arrows, one of my attacks, in order to load that. I didn't know that was a thing. So I would only have one attack with
Would
that.
you rather have asked for like a longbow? Or
Well, I can't use a longbow unless you let me use a longbow.
Okay.
Because I'm a halfling.
Oh.
So what we originally had was I had a short bow that I got from my father that acted as a longbow. It gave me the same damage as a longbow. And so that's why I also said unless I can enchant my short bow to be +1. So if that's an option, because from what I read, to do a +1, it's like an 8-hour job or something.
Yeah. I'm gonna say with an eelfell, there is a quick way for you to do that if you just find someone.
Okay, yeah, I would much rather do that than the.
There's certain districts in the city where if you just want to get your dad's bow enchanted so that it's now a magic bow.
Yeah.
Absolutely, that's not ridiculous.
Okay. Then that is what I want to search for first, I think. So.
Right. Yeah, you don't want to waste time reloading because you got 2 attacks.
Correct.
To get you. Fair, absolutely. It's not
Okay.
a big deal. I thought it was odd, but I didn't want to question. I thought it was odd you were switching to crossbow. I'm like, maybe he just wants that extra punch. Maybe the D10 or whatever it does is good. I didn't want to question it, but that makes sense that you bring it up.
Yeah. Okay.
Just have Nyx reload your bow.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe he's got a plan.
Yeah, if anything has a loading property, you can't make multiple attacks with it.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. Yeah, until now.
Yeah,
I was looking
That's
at
what
it.
you
I learned that
see.
learned it a long time ago.
That's why you see people 2-hand crossbows. Crossbow expert.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
the bandolier of hand crossbows like a pirate. They just drop the crossbow and then
Gotcha.
Reaper.
Okay.
Reaper off Overwatch, yeah, they just drop a gun. And just
Yep.
you got to be rich to do that, man. Hand crossbows are expensive early game.
Yeah. All right. Good to know.
No, for sure.
So do we want to do? Oh, I guess let's out of character. Actually, in character. Fuck it. So if we're gonna go into the upper district, do you want to reveal yourself right now? Do you want to feel safe enough to expose yourself?
I mean, I could just disguise myself as one of my sisters.
Oh,
I could just get us in. You're my groupies.
who are you? Are you going as yourself, or you get to disguise?
I'm going as myself.
Okay. Also, we have the King's Ladder too, don't we? Even though it's a forge.
I
So
would
I'm
not
gonna-
use that in the capital. If I could. If we could avoid it.
Hmm.
Seems like a quick way to get in jail.
I mean, we could always, play dumb. We thought it was legit, type of thing, right?
I guess.
I mean, we did actually originally think it was legit.
I can just show my insignia and we can get in easily.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. Yeah, sure. I don't care what we do. I just don't want any fallback for,
Yeah, that's only if you feel safe impersonating one of your sisters in case you actually, run into one of your sisters.
I've already done it.
Lead the way, Your Majesty.
Okay. I guess I'll look like May this time.
Not June or July.
It's gonna
You say
be
babe?
May.
Did you say babe?
Well, that's
No,
tomorrow, isn't it?
Babe.
Yeah.
May.
May is tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Sorry. It sounded first on mine. It sounded like
Which
It's
sibling
spelled
is
with
she?
She is the middle one. Oh goodness. Is it the drew so long ago?
EI or AE?
Time ago. I
E.
think it's AE.
Yes. Here.
Okay, no, that's fine.
It's gonna be May. Money bitches power.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. It'll just be faster if I do it on my phone.
That's what these scales mean. Pay attention.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume that the guards are gonna. You have a way to disguise yourself.
Yep.
Okay.
I have
Then yeah.
Guys, so.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm not gonna.
If
I'm
we
not gonna
are
make you roll anything.
if we are disguising, I would have that morning turned to Reyna and said, if we're going, upper district should is a giant tiger okay, or is there something more appropriate for up there?
You know what? I feel like it wouldn't be really out of place because people spend a lot of money on outrageous things.
Okay, so I'll kind
So-
of fit in then a little bit.
Yeah,
All right.
you'll seem eccentric.
I like that. Just like all the trinkets that I find.
Yep.
I'm gonna start putting them on strings around my neck.
Oh, okay.
Well, not today, but
Get a bunch of gold chains.
right, like Flavor Flav. Just-
No.
Here's my locket with two strange people in it I don't know. Just right here.
Okay.
Okay, then yeah. Nyx remains a tiger.
Go get him, tiger.
Mm-hmm.
As you're going through the streets of Eelfell, heading towards the nobility district, I guess you can call it. It's definitely where the richer folk live. You noticed, especially Reyna and Hallward, you guys that are used to this urban environment, there are a handful more adventuring parties abundant than normal, and they give off those vibes because like you're an adventuring group, you're starting to get a feel for like what that looks like, and you're seeing a little bit more of that, groups of variety armed and armored folk that look like they're just sort of like you guys, a hodgepodge of adventurers. And while that's a normal thing here, there's just a few more than normal. Maybe it's the heightened danger has reached ears from afar, and now there's more people coming here. Maybe it's because of the festival looming close. It's hard to tell what, but you definitely notice that as you're reaching the gates of the royal district. And and that's your what you're gonna do. You're gonna go right up to the gates and just try to get through within where you live.
Mhm.
There's a steady flow of people that are showing their papers. Once in a while, guard checks over something, maybe someone new that hasn't been in here before, and he's just making sure. When you go through with your disguise, with your insignia, there's no double checking it. They let you go through. All four of you.
It's actually pretty wild. Like,
Is-
I get it for her, but for the rest of us, it's like, but wait, who are these people?
And as we like pass through, can I make an insight check on the people doing the papers just to see, like, just to read what their vibe is if they're not double checking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, make an insight check.
Mm.
I wanted to do that too. If I could.
Also, May, she is known for
Fuck.
being a flirt, so maybe that could be something.
Yeah, it's looking like a 7 on my side, so I don't really know shit.
I got 11.
Honestly, well, yeah, Howard, you couldn't really tell. It all happened so fucking quick. But Basil, you know that he definitely looked. He definitely did his job and looked, but he did let all of you go through like a full adventuring party with this young elf, noble girl.
yes, he did let it happen, but he was doing his job. Why he didn't double check anything else, you don't know. But he did do his job. He did actually look at the paper.
Sorry, I didn't mean to roll that.
Does it look like... Can I, like, look for his coin purse? Does it look, like, heavy?
What's your passive perception?
Just so high. 12?
You want to borrow mine?
It doesn't look like he even has a coin purse on him.
Gotcha.
He's just like a door guard.
He's keystering that. Check his ass.
Yeah, he has no purpose to hold money.
Gotta find some way to make the guard time enjoyable.
Okay.
So this is the first time that Milo and Hal... Basil, have you been up this far?
Yeah.
You have, but Hal and Milo haven't.
I haven't been in a long time. It's been a long time.
Oh, you were. So for Milo, this is kind of one of those... Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I reveled in that same kind of atmosphere. Probably like since I haven't seen it in such a long time, it'd probably be a little bit more eye-opening.
Yeah.
I guess.
The well-cobbled streets of the Royal District crescent around the actual castle, which is further fortified beyond another wall. That is where the king and his family and his most trusted advisors live within there. But the royalty district, where the rich nobles and basically the next down of the hierarchy, they all mostly live in this area. The streets crescent around that walled-in King's District is, I guess, what you guys can call it for now. And here is full of mansions that the richest of the rich families live, shops, taverns that make all the places from all the other cities you've thus far visited look like nothing. Well-kept people, well-dressed people, well-kept shops, well-kept streets. The guards are in more pristine armor. You see the guards here are wearing like mithril armor. They're wearing probably magic armor. This is where the real militia are, the real soldiers, and it just goes deeper in around the bend, and there's districts where there are shops and merchant stalls, and there are in more towards where the castle is, where the walls are there are the mansions that are gated, where different families live. Many of the buildings have turrets, great spires that reach further into the sky. I believe there's a bit of there is a bird's eye view of Eelfell drawn in the Discord. If you don't remember what it looked like.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it just there's trees that grow in here. It's well kept in here. It's not just it's not just like a crazy just urban setting just full of streets and people. Like, there's order here. It looks nice. But it is, Raina knows especially, it is more busy in here. You're noticing there's a lot more travelers, especially possible adventuring parties. It seems like the population in Eelfell has taken a bit of an upswing. Maybe what's been happening is bringing more tourism here. Maybe the families are hiring more foreign adventuring parties. That would be your best guess, from Raina's perspective.
Did we stable the horses, or are you guys still on your horses, like, riding into this part?
I'm sure they have stables here. I'm on Thunder.
You are still on Thunder.
I'm on Thunder.
Yeah,
I guess the question is,
you can be on your mount here.
Would Raina's family ride their horses into this part of the district, or would they stable them outside of it? Right? Like, if you're
It's
trying to
either or.
Okay.
There's families that have their own stables.
So it sounds like Raina and her family would ride their horses into this district.
Yeah, as long as you're not galloping through the streets like mad.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, no.
As long as order is kept for the most part.
Yeah.
They're not gonna care.
Okay.
They're not gonna say no animals allowed. Just keep the order.
Because regardless, Milo would be on Nyx, but it probably looks a little less like showy if you guys are also on horses.
The tiger gets a couple looks.
Yeah.
But no one seems to think it offensive.
Okay.
Maybe riding the tiger will look a little bit, exotic, I guess. You coming in there like the Tiger King or whatever, but
Yeah, exotic.
no one, no one's gonna. It doesn't look like anyone's gonna cause a scene if you start riding the tiger, if you are.
I feel like Milo's awkwardness and his sudden plunging into this more wealthier district, he tried to reach out and fist bump one of the guards on his way by. So if they would appreciate that or not, whether it's up to you.
Do a persuasion check.
Okay.
They're vibe checking you.
Persuasion. Oh shit. Oh shit. Natural 20.
Oh, shit.
-1, but.
No, you're still good. I'll grant it. He's not a snob. He doesn't dislike foreigners or rangers or anything like that. So he'll fist bump you.
He's not
He
rinsing.
says,
Thank God.
He says nice beast, because he's not educated enough to know what it actually is.
Milo's like, you're damn right.
Milo, blow him a kiss while you're at it.
No, I'm not. No.
Really
Not that-
riz him up, as the kids say.
Ooh.
I heard it on the street when we were coming into town. I don't know if that was the correct way to use it.
I think the fist bump's enough. Hi.
He rolls a nat 20 on the blow kiss. They have a whole spin-off adventure where they go.
Right.
Milo and God.
Bye.
Oh my goodness.
Play the theme
Next
song,
week
guys.
on Adventures of Milo and Guthric.
Yeah.
We have,
Oh, or Milo and Otis.
oh my god.
That definitely puts a little bit more pep in his step, even though he's riding cat back, but he's feeling good.
Okay.
So shops or
Is that wait?
Yeah.
Is that a star okay or a Reina okay?
Arena.
Wait, is that do we not fist bump here? I'm sorry, it felt appropriate.
I mean, you can. Most people don't really view the guards as people, which is awful, but
Yeah,
very true.
but I mean, without the guards, what happens to your beautiful city here?
Well, they get paid very well.
To do their job though, to protect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, if they're not here to protect, wait, I'm not sure what you're trying to say.
Just that most noble people don't really pay them any attention.
Oh well, I'm
They
not
look
noble.
down on him. Milo. It's the easiest way to say it.
Yeah. No, I hear
They
that.
didn't look shit
But I'm
compared to him.
glad, Raina, that you said which is awful. Would you normally have said that, or is this you're being outside, coming back in perspective?
Psychoanalyzing it right now.
I mean,
I just wanted to let you know, because when we meet my family,
oh, So what you're saying is from now on, I should just not regard the guards, regard. I should ignore them.
just so we don't have eyes on us.
Okay, I'm saving up my fist bumps for when we come back out.
Okay.
Okay.
But we should still tell them good job. They're doing a good job.
Right, absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
Because, without them, the common folk would rise up and pretty much murder all these nobles. Eventually. It would take many weeks and months, but it would happen.
I don't like that. I feel like you've had some kind of plan before, because this. Makes me
I think
feel
you're
uncomfortable.
thinking too hard about that. Let's go shopping.
Okay.
Stuff, yeah.
I was
shiny
definitely
things.
thought about it several times.
course. Keep it in your back pocket, contingency.
Okay, we're shopping first.
Yeah.
Okay,
What
I'm
is
gonna-
what's Milo's passive perception?
18.
Something catches your eye.
Is it shiny?
It looks like a very nice quiver on a makeshift stall, and it looks like there's a some type of maybe veteran soldier, and it looks like he's selling his equipment. It says "Old Ranger gear for sale. Need money," and he's kind of cooped up to the side where not a lot of people are paying attention to him, and he has a
damn.
really nice quiver, and it looks like there's something else hanging on a nail on the side of the building. It looks like some goggles of some kind. They just catch your eye. The sun kind of glints off of him, and he's got a couple daggers too on the that look shiny that are on display. But the quiver really catches your eye, and that's what you see as you guys are kind of getting into the more busier. As you're kind of like moving past the gate where you walked in and moving into where the shops are.
So I'll just quickly say to the rest of the group, I'm going to go check this out, and I'm going to hop off Nyx and just kind of walk side by side with Nyx over to that merchant.
I'm gonna follow you, but I'm not gonna interrupt your scene. I want to go with you up to this shop.
Okay.
I also just want to note that I have my hood up, just in case I do see one of my sisters.
Yeah, I knew that you were kind of going low key, probably. Thank you for clarifying, though. I will make note of that.
Star,
I'm on thunder.
just really quickly, Star, your camera tilted up again, so your chin is like below the graphic. There you go. That's good. That's good. Right there.
Just put your forehead right in it.
I'm on thunder. I'm being obvious.
Like a queen's guard, like a royal guard.
Yeah,
Stoic.
just kind of looking around, chest out,
Mhm.
fucking trying to get my best angle.
So I'll just walk over and, just basically just greet him. Just say, hello. How are you?
He looks
How are you doing?
he's a half elf that looks about like he's 50,
Okay.
and you notice he's in what might have been like a nice garb, fancy royal garb, but it's been weathered. Maybe it hasn't been treated well in a while. You also notice he's missing a good chunk of his right leg beyond the knee.
Damn.
He is a cripple for sure, and he's posted up here, and he looks up at you. He says, I ain't seen one of those things in a while. Where are you from? He's looking at the tiger, obviously.
Right.
With interest. Yeah, not with, like, disdain or anything. It's general curiosity.
I mean, nowhere, honestly, nowhere in particular. Forest, is it west of here? West, right? Where we are right now?
Yes.
Yeah. Just the forest
Or-
west of here.
Yes, west.
It's passed down from my father, so.
Any strange beasts lurk in those woods, that doesn't surprise me. Can I interest you in anything? I've got real silver here. He points to the daggers. He says, quiver is real nice. I can let both of these go. He points at the quiver and the goggles. He says, I can let those go together for 500. If you're a knightsman or someone who lurks in the dark places and you shoot things, you're an archer. Those two go hand in hand. They're needed. And I say this because I'm a former ranged cavalry from the King's Division. But he kind of gives his leg a slap. He goes, "That was a while ago. I need money so I can pay to have this magically regrown. So I'm desperate for money. If you want any of this, I'll let it go at a bargain."
I mean, it's the quiver and the goggles actually attracted me. But what do they do? Like, is there? I mean, is it?
He goes, well,
Yeah.
he shows you the quiver, and there's 3 different sections in there, and he says, might not believe it, but you can fit a whole lot of ranged weapons in here. This thing can hold 60 bolts or arrows. It can hold a good many javelin. And it doesn't take up much space. You know, you hear of them wizard bags they have that hold all sorts of shit, just endless amounts of shit.
Hmm.
Well, this is a ranger's version of that for weapons. You'll never need another one for the whole rest of your life. I'll let it go for 250 gold, or if you take the goggles too, I'll let you take both of them for 500. One price.
And the goggles, you said something about slinking in the darkness?
You can see in the dark.
Oh. Yeah. Yes.
They're my dark sight goggles, passed down from my father.
And you don't think you'll need them again? Like, even, like, if and when you get your leg back?
I only had non-soldiers for kids, and they're not gonna have any of their kids in the military. I'd rather have my leg back.
Why?
I think my family's adventuring days are done. I'd rather be able to walk and play with my grandchildren than hang on to heirlooms of war and adventure. Those days are behind me.
Sure. Do you mind? What? Yeah?
This is out of character. Reyna can regrow limbs.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can get it at a discounted price. Alright. That's it.
I remembered someone could regrow limbs. This
I
campaign,
forgot all
the other
about
campaign, yeah.
I forgot all about
yeah.
that high level spell on your damn. That's great.
I feel like this is already a discount though.
Well, maybe we should.
What?
No, I'm just watching. No, I'm just watching. I'm not gonna read this.
You're just watching.
So watching from afar. No, I'm next to you, but I'm not. I'm letting you do all the talking.
So I actually, I will ask him. I mean, how much were you told it's gonna cost you to regrow your leg?
Oh, it'll cost me several thousand. I have to go to a druid that's versed in the arts of regrowing the natural limbs of. It's high level magic, from what I hear. I've got a bit of that stowed away, but you know, I don't want my family to have to, you know, pull extra weight because I can sell some items. That's not a big deal.
Well, and I don't mind giving you gold because whether or not you have your limb, you probably would still appreciate it. But what if I told you that we, and I gesture behind myself, could do that for you?
Bullshit. He failed his insight check. He does not believe you. He goes, nah. I'd say you're trying to pull a fast one on me.
I wish.
All right.
It'll take 3 minutes.
I mean, it will only take 3 minutes. How about this? We do that first. And if it's successful, then
100 gold for the 2 items. They still belong to my dad.
that's fair.
I'll tell you what. Let's go. Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Make a persuasion check. Not with disadvantage. You're not lying to him either, but there's a chance he might think that this is a theft attempt. You know, it's within reason. Let's see how you
Right.
come off to him.
Right. Yeah, it's not good. 8. I don't have inspiration, otherwise I would have used it.
Can I send a message? 'Cause
To-
I assume Probably,
he
probably just
he seems to find this a little uneasy. He goes, You're not just gonna cast magic like that in the streets, so we gotta go somewhere private. This doesn't sound.
But can I? I'll kind of step in the scene a little bit. I want to I'll walk up to him and I will say, I used to serve too, and I'll give him the universal salute for Ilfil's army. And I'll do that and I'll say, he's not he's telling the truth. I mean, we have someone that can regrow stuff.
All right. Make persuasion with advantage. You are actually military. You do know how to, see you're the same race as him. Everything. You're a former soldier. You can maybe relate to him. So go ahead and make a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, it's okay because I rolled natural 20 for a 25.
Woo!
He says, "All right, I'll trust you. All right, let's go back here. There's no one here. I'm gonna take all my goods though. No funny business. Trust in you." You said 3 minutes.
I wouldn't lie to a fellow.
All right. Well, if within 4 minutes we go back there, I have a new leg, then I'll agree to the terms. 100 gold.
All right, I'll go get her.
The 2 items.
I'll come over and grab you. Hey,
Yes.
so can you help this guy out? He needs a new leg. He's trying to save up. He's trying to sell his belongings. He did give us a discounted rate. I know you're crazy about money, but do you think you could regrow his leg?
Well, yeah, of course.
All right, come on, let's go. Basil, come on. Well, Basil, stay here with the horse because you're kind of the sore thumb.
I will be right back really quickly while you guys do that. Sorry.
I wheel around with Thunder. Sorry, what did you say? And I look down at you.
I'll be right back. Just stay right there.
Okay, and then I wheel back around.
It's clopping.
Yeah,
I assume Hal just like gripped me and was like, "Come on, let's go," and I'm just
I didn't grab it too hard. I like pulled you on towards the fellow veteran. All right, here's the woman.
Yeah. He's kind of propped up on his crutch, on a walking crutch, and he's a little bit against the wall. He packed up all of his goods into a shoddy messenger bag, and he's like, "You're the caster, then? You can regrow limbs?"
Yeah, I can. It should take about 3 minutes.
Yeah, he doesn't appear to recognize you either.
Cool.
That's good. That's really good.
All right. And I will look at him and I'll just say, are you ready?
Not gonna hurt, is it?
I'm not sure. I've never had to use it on myself. I've only had to use it on one other person, I believe. So.
Let's be real. It'll probably hurt, but you look like you've already been through a lot, so you can handle it.
He's like, "I want my leg back. I was gonna go through this anyways. You or them, it makes no difference."
I just need to touch your leg. And then I will get down and I will touch his leg and cast Regenerate.
Yeah, and as she's focusing on the spell, I'll just to distract him from if there is any pain related to the spell, I'll kind of just ask him just like general questions about like who he served under or like what he fought. Just simple like war talk, but not too in depth, just to kind of like distract him a little bit.
So, as you cast the spell, slowly his leg begins to regrow over the course of 2 minutes. Doesn't say anything about pain or anything, so I'm not gonna necessarily make that a part of the spell. But you guys watch as the leg regrows over the course of the 2 minutes, and he is definitely surprised, and giving praise to you for doing this when it's apparent that you're not lying. And after the 2 minutes, he shakes his leg, and I'm sure it feels different because it's a whole new brand new part of the limb that was regrown, and he stands on it, and he lets the crutch fall for a second, and he says, "My gods, you really did it. Thank you. A hundred gold for the 2 heirlooms. Absolutely, well worth it."
Awesome. Well, I'm happy I could help.
He hands them over to you. Do you pay him the gold?
I will still give him 200.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You can mark off 200.
And I smile at him and I shake his hand and I say, "It's honestly, it's really hard for me to lie, and I get your apprehension. That's just something I don't do. But I get it, and I'm glad you're well, and I'm glad you didn't have to go through this any longer, since this is what you wanted."
Oh, it is. My adventuring days are done. I hope these items fare you well.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. From here on, during our adventures, I'll be thinking of you. I appreciate it.
Thank you for restoring myself back to my full self. He truly does not know what to say. This was not in his expectations. He's very thankful, though. He's holding back the tears. He's trying to, hold his, the do not cry, real men don't show emotions type nonsense. But he's trying to hold back the tears, but he really can't. And he nods and he says, hopefully you won't meet the same fate I did. I hope they give you he just repeats himself. I hope you fare better than I did with them. Good luck to you all. And he leaves with the silver. He still has his silver daggers, but that's all he has left. And he leaves. He goes back out. So that's that. You got a few of your items at a huge discount. That's nice.
Oh yeah.
I'll put my fist out towards Milo. This is a good fist bump moment.
I fist bump him.
Yeah.
What
Hell yeah, it is.
Sleight of hand.
what alignments are Milo and Reyna?
I want to say I'm chaotic good. Yeah, chaotic good.
Same.
You guys are taking steps towards the neutral good. I'm not making the alignment shift, but these are some heavy steps towards neutral good, showing compassion towards those that are in bad situations and a general care for the well-being of others. Should this behavior continue, it might become a mandatory thing, but it's not just one act. But that's a good gesture, and that is definitely neutral good behavior, for sure. To appeal to the compassion of your morality. But that's that. I'm not forcing it. Anybody that wants to be neutral good, though, you have just gained my permission. Should you want to switch it at any time to neutral good, you're doing it.
All right. What'd you say, Jacob?
I said, "Come on, Basil, get on over here to neutral good." Little snake. Reyna, did you get that spell back by chance? Were you able to get the spell back?
No.
It's okay.
I'll get it back tomorrow.
I was just thinking if we see any more wounded people, we could,
Yeah.
keep healing. Keep healing.
No, once a day. That's all I can do. Unless for some miracle I get it back, but not today.
That's okay. It's fine. We did a good deed. We can sleep easy knowing all the people we killed along the way died for that.
Just one thing, Tom. I know it wouldn't
Yes.
it wouldn't mean much, but as I purchased that quiver, I would actually hand him mine, and just in addition to what I said, just say, in case you ever want to dabble again.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
He appreciates it.
Yeah.
Cool. I have a list of stuff I want, so.
So where are we going next? Where are we going, Raina?
What aisle?
That's where we
Yeah. What
Onward.
Yeah, I want to look for spells
And I drop forward on thunder.
and some magical items.
Well, what's the best shop? You know the best shops, right?
Oh yeah, this way.
Awesome.
I'll turn thunder around because I was going the wrong way.
Clop, 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 clop.
Cool.
There's several scribes and different wizards that have opened up their towers to wandering mages, but within the rich echelons of this district, Raina, you know that there's a shop called Squibbly's Mass Scribes, which imports lots of scrolls from all over the place, and that is where, usually, if you're willing to pay, their fees, which are sometimes a little excessive, they usually have all the scrolls that you're looking for, provided they're not like raising dead or are like different vile forms of necromancy that are still viewed and frowned upon. Some of those spells are a little tough to get a hold of, but other things, like most of what you're looking for, it's probably going to be there if you're willing to pay the price.
Cool. I'll see if I'm willing to pay the price. Okay, go in.
What are you looking to? Before we get there, what are you looking to get out of this, Raina? What spells are you like buying?
So
Like the
I
top
really...
two. The top two.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't want to be talking that long.
Raina's
That's a lot.
Raina's like, I want like 10. So.
In here is like if you go into the comic zone where like they have the bins of like different comics behind their protective things, but it's like that with scrolls. And these
crazy.
cabinets are warded with alarms and probably other spells that you're not aware of to prevent theft and all that. But you can just go through there and look for what you want, and there's different prices marked of different. Sometimes they have like sales on certain schools of magic and whatnot. It's basically the comic zone of scrolls, and sometimes they're pricey because some scrolls are. Like sometimes the fireball scroll is a hot commodity amongst, new students, so they jack the price up high, and if you want to get in your spell book, you gotta pay. Yeah, things like that.
Okay. Well, I gave you the list. But I'm gonna try to find all of them. There is 10 spells, though, that I want.
So while we're in there, I want to talk to the salesperson, and I want to ask them about. Well, I guess I can wait for Raina to interact, but I want to ask them if they have an enduring spell book. I think you know what that is, Tom, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. So the spell book that doesn't deteriorate with age or get destroyed by fire or whatever. And ask them about that.
Was it on your list at all, or no?
It was not. I just thought about it actually since we walked in.
Just thought about. Okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
fair. Okay. Because I didn't see it on my list, but I also don't recall looking that up for you, so I just wanted to check if it's something new.
No, I remembered it in our campaign that we play on. I just thought about it.
So you go up to the counter, and there's like
Yeah.
a wizened old, scholarly type individual behind the counter. During spell books, so yes, we have those. I believe he looks down,
into one of the drawers behind the cabinet and opens it up. He says, "Ah, yes, yes, we have those. 50 gold a pop. We've got 3 on hand right now."
Oh, perfect.
He looks yeah, they're just a common wonders item. So yeah, I'm gonna say Squidleys is gonna have those on hand.
Yeah, I will discreetly purchase one for 50 gold.
Okay,
I
done.
was-
Yeah, you may
thank you.
add it to your character sheet.
Awesome. Thank you.
Such is the price on all the spells I want. It's 1,250.
Sheesh.
You got
For
me.
all of it.
Yeah, that's like just like the bare like 50 gold per level. So that's for all the spells. But if there's gonna be an up, because I do have a few 3rd levels that are like I have life transference, haste.
Alarm, yeah. All of these spells are pretty much available. It's just what prices are they? But that's easily like alarm, 60 gold. It's right there for you. It's just
I
it's
already
not
have
50
alarm.
gold. It's 60 gold. You have alarm. Oh, okay, alarm.
Yeah.
Okay, so okay then that one. Okay then silvery
ones with,
silvery barbs is also 60.
Okay, so it's just gonna be like 10 extra, or
Yeah.
is it for each
It is,
one?
yeah. No, not for each one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because some of them are different levels.
Okay. Cool. Haste.
Ooh. That's spicy.
Yeah, haste was like a level 3 spell.
Mm-hmm.
The spell. Right, Tyler.
I thought I had that damn chart written down. See it?
Yeah, I thought haste would be a really cool one to get.
It's a good spell.
Hell yeah, it is.
I also
Tyler,
want slow.
Mm-hmm.
Haste is 125 gold.
Oh, cool.
You thought it was more.
Yeah, well, I halved the price because it's a consumable, and according to the fairness of the sale mechanics, if it's a consumable item, if it's a piece of ammunition that you lose, a potion, whatever, you have the price. That's just part of it, because like it's not the same as if you're buying a 350 gold sword or whatever. It's a scroll. You're gonna lose it unless you copy it, like Rain is gonna do. But it's still a consumable.
Yeah.
So that's
Okay.
how it works. Hypnotic pattern is the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Shakira.
Same price. 125.
125.
Shakira.
Cool. Dispel magic. That's also a 3rd level.
Yep. There's an abundancy of that. Apparently,
cool.
a lot of wizards are sending them in, and it's going for 52 gold.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Invisibility.
Invisibility is a hot commodity item. The scroll's actually going for 100 gold.
Cool. Spider climb.
50 gold.
What? Cool. Tongues.
Oh yeah, nice.
Well, that's free.
What the fuck, man?
55 gold for tongues.
Okay.
That's cheap in this town. Oh shit.
Slow.
250 gold.
Mm,
There is
yeah.
a single copy of a slow spell scroll in
Yeah, I thought
Squibblies.
so.
You're buying the last one.
Cool. Life
It feels like
transference.
the show doesn't feel like an old lady that's trying to reach you at the same time as her. Like that awkward.
125 gold for life transference.
Okay, and last one. enlarge, reduce.
Oh, you're gonna make Milo a medium character. Let's go.
It's going
So
for
you'll make Nick's a
75
large character.
gold.
75.
Now,
Then-
don't forget to copy each of these spells in. You gotta buy the inks and all that. Getting the scrolls was half of the cost for
Yep.
each, depending on the level of. Yeah, just remember to do that.
Yep. I
So,
will
but you
slowly
can get
start
as much.
putting
Yeah,
these in.
yeah, you can get as much ink as you want in Eelfell. There's not a lack of that type of shit. So just when you do that purchase, just let me know how much you're buying.
Okay,
It's got my approval.
so buying all that is gonna be 1,017 gold, and I will purchase all of those.
Math. You enlarged Milo, and he's like, I'm a real boy.
Okay, I did it. Now I gotta figure out how much it's gonna cost me after.
Yeah.
Hey Tom, can I say I bought 2 of those endurance spell books instead of just 1?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll just take
Another
another
50
50 gold
gold.
away. Okay, sorry to mean it.
No, you're good.
I mean, this is. We were given 10,000 gold. This is a shopping episode.
Yeah, I'm not upset about it at all.
Yeah.
You guys got a good chunk of money, and like the next adventures are gonna be, they're probably gonna be tougher because you're gaining levels, and
Yep.
I definitely want you to have some items.
I'd like to see you try.
Does anyone know how much a pearl of power is off the top of their head?
$1 million.
No, but I'm sure we could find out.
To the internet.
Typically, they go from about anywhere, but according to the chart, they go anywhere from about 1 to 500. Typically, I think so.
Do you need gold, Rena? Do you need more gold, Rena?
Hold on. I'm adding all this.
On display on a shelf behind the counter,
Reyna has, you have an eye for things that, you like in terms of spell work.
you see that he has what looks like a grimoire, a arcane grimoire for sure behind
Oh.
the counter.
Okay. Can I take a look at that? I'll ask, like, how much were you thinking for that?
He says, "Oh, this? It's not. It's just one of the, one of the introductory grimoires. It's not one of them advanced ones." He's indicating that it's the lowest level of grimoire, essentially, out of game. He says, "But I can." He hands it over to you. He says, "I can let that go for half a grand. Call it even."
A grand.
Okay, hold on. Is that the
I-
+1?
It is a +1.
Yeah. I'm gonna buy it.
I'll pay for half of it. I can go halvesies with it for you.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's fine.
I have.
No, I got it.
Outside of game, what does it
I
do?
got half of it. I don't got all of it.
What does it do?
It'll increase my spell modifier. It does a few things, and then I can also put spells into that too, if I'm remembering correctly. I have it written down. Can't remember why I wanted it.
Basically, she can use it as an arcane focus. I think it counts as a spell book, and then it gives her spells +1 to hit and +1 damage if they're that kind of spell.
Nice.
So if she flings a firebolt at you, +1 to hit, +1 damage because she has this empowered grimoire.
Yep.
Is like
Sweet.
the flavor of it.
Okay.
Warlocks love them.
Yeah, I can cover 250. I can put 250 in.
Cool. Thanks.
Yep.
Says, well, that's
That's our last one. I'm gonna have to see about getting more. Lots of adventures been coming through here. He says, is there anything more I can do for you? Is there anything else the group wants in terms of scribe parchment products, spell tomes, books? You're you know, this is probably the better place for it.
Let me double check.
I will at least grant you last minute rolls if there's last minute scrolls or things that people want. Because this is a pretty, bars.
You rhymed.
My bad.
Actually, you know what? This is more so a question for you, Tom. Would a folding boat be considered a parchment or an item?
A folding boat would require probably a more exotic item.
Okay, that's all I need to know. I was gonna say, because I was thinking, like, for some reason in my head, some fucking origami boat. It's just tilted into
I mean,
scribe.
no, that's fair. That's but it's more of a wondrous item than it is a parchment product.
Cool.
Yeah. Yep.
Very nice. All right.
I didn't even know that existed. I'm looking it up. That's pretty amazing.
The folding
Yeah,
boat
I like
wild.
it.
It's up there with Darn Magic Fortress and the flying carpet. Like,
Yeah.
these are just
I like
ridiculous
goofy
items that they turn your adventuring party into something different real quick.
That's pretty
it's fun.
cool.
That's so good. I love them so much.
Okay, just so I don't spend all my money here.
Yeah, there's other items on your list, I think, for sure.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I have enough money to get a pearl power. So.
Oh yeah, that's a big item for wizards.
Yeah. How much? We said 500.
Typically, they go between 1 and 500.
Okay, I'm just gonna make sure I have 500, at least.
I can help you. I can help you with your gold if you need it.
Let me do math. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna spend 850 gold on parchment and ink.
Okay, on the inks and parchment. Yep. So then, yeah, you have that much worth of components to put spells into your spell books, and you choose how it's all going in there over time.
Cool.
Now, Tom, how much do just regular ink cost? Like just non-magical ink?
I just go by the D&D Beyond listed price in the books, whatever that's at. There's no inflation prices for inks or any of that garbage. I'm not gonna town simulator it that hard.
I'm excited. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
done.
a fuck ton of spells.
Here.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy ink. I'll buy those whenever we're in just the mundane ones in the shop. So it's 10 gold for the ink bottle, and then 2 silver for or 2 copper for an ink pen. So I'll spend 10 gold and 2 copper on those
Yeah,
two.
that's right. Yeah, you can get all this here too. It's a scribe shop, so they have.
Yeah, that's
right
what I
here.
wanted to do.
Who else is looking for items? We just handled a lot of the wizard and arcane stuff. Does someone else need Basil? Do we want to?
Yeah.
Most of
Okay.
your stuff is in the blacksmith department, I think. I took a look at your.
Yeah, and mine was the studded leather and the bow. So I don't know if those are in the same place or.
Yeah. I don't think so. Hold on. Sorry, I don't mean to go over y'all. They don't have a pearl of power here. I have to go somewhere else.
Correct.
Boo. Okay.
Wait, why is that a boo? We're shopping. What's on?
I know, but I want all of it.
Oh,
She wants to be done with her shopping.
You got all your scrolls.
Yeah.
I want all of
I'm
it.
very excited. Okay.
For armor and weapons, you're gonna want to go to one of the blacksmith shops. They've got nice ones here. They've got dwarven forgeries. They've got collective families that run their own shops that hire the best merchants from all corners of the realm, and they run their own thing there. It's more or less, do you want to go with the merchant family-owned shops, or do you want to go with like a more freelancer shop?
Well, I guess a quick question,
There's a
Tyler, before you say anything. The place that we were just at, were they gonna be the place that enchanted my bow, or is that's not a blacksmith, right? Would a blacksmith do that? I just want to make my bow a +1.
Not necessarily a blacksmith, but that doesn't mean that if they're making weapons there, that there's not somebody there, that can make a
Okay.
bow. If a shop sells bows, then they've got, yes.
Yeah, I just want to make sure before we left the place we were currently at, if they did it, I would have them do it. But yeah, if there's someone elsewhere, then yeah, that's where I would go. But yeah, Tyler, go ahead.
Yeah, blacksmith.
Yeah, blacksmith.
Probably.
I also want to go to the blacksmith.
If there's like a dwarven like a weeaboo, like for dwarven stuff, that would also work because I need a couple dwarven.
There's
things.
definitely a dwarven Rand forgery in the
Yeah.
district.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. There's
Yeah, I need
multiple blacksmith shops.
And then I'll need to go to like a jewelry store. After.
Go into.
Need to get a
Go to
chain.
James Avery. I'm gonna go to James Avery real quick.
Yeah, need to get some rings and a chain.
And go to Zales.
Flavor Flav.
Shit.
So, what you realize about a lot of the gear that you've been thinking of is it's very high quality. Where a lot of these items that we were just dealing with were uncommons. There were rares and even very rares on the list that you sent me. But you definitely see some very nice dwarven plate, horseshoes. There's a dwarven forged belt.
What's-
All this is available. It looks like in this store, but it
What-
looks really nice.
Does it have a price tag? What's the plate cost? When it's price tag.
Dwarven plate is I believe that's rare gear. It is 9,500 for dwarven
Fuck off.
plate. It is very, very fucking expensive.
Okay.
Did you just say fuck off?
Yeah.
That was one of your. Yeah, that was literally the most expensive item on your list, bro. Was
Fuck
Okay.
I think we
off.
can buy. Let's go gamble our money real quick. We can win. We can get.
We
you
can-
can
yeah.
gamble your money.
How much does the belt of dwarven kind cost?
The belt of dwarven kind that puts your con at 19, right? That's what that does.
No, it increases my con by 2, but it doesn't.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. It's the con belt, though, right? Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
gives me
The belt of
60 feet
dwarven
dark
kind.
vision.
that's a good belt.
I can read
Everyone's
speak.
gonna be
Right.
able to see in the dark.
Hey, that's a good benefit for a party.
Those goggles went right on my forehead, by the way. Like, Milo now has, like, just permanent goggles, like, up there.
You need to increase. You have the indent marks from it where it's already suctioning down too hard on your forehead.
Yep.
Yeah, can I find the belt of dwarven
It's like
kind?
late 90s.
Belt, yeah, the belt of dwarven kind is 2,200.
Ooh.
How much does the horseshoe of speed cost?
This is the important item, guys. This is the real good one.
I just need to check.
2,900 for the horseshoes. You literally asked me for so many rares, bro.
Yeah, you went too high, dude.
Like
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna
the
just
price
be-
of rares. The price of rares is bad.
For a level
The
6.
I'll be honest, some of the rings that you asked for are easily affordable. Absolutely easily affordable.
What are the rings cost?
Like the ring of mind shielding, they actually can do rings here too. So this is the same place. 500 gold for the ring of mind shielding.
Ooh.
Is that the cheapest one?
Of the rings, yeah.
If you want, I can put in half for you. I can help you out.
Is this where Hal gets his cock ring, though? They do rings here, right?
Yes, the conquering of revival.
Oh,
I
fucking
want-
cock ring, goddammit.
I want the
We're
belt.
killing the dreams right there.
How much does the belt of Dwarvenkind cost? Again?
Belt of Dwarvenkind is 2200.
I'll buy that.
I can put in some gold to help you. I'm not gonna put a lot in, but
Well, no.
I can give you like 50.
Oh, that's all.
Yeah, that's all I'm willing to go.
How much does in the ring of mind shielding? How much is that? 500.
500 gold for the ring of mind shielding.
I need 30 gold.
30 gold. I got you, pal.
Okay.
I'll give you.
Yeah, you asked for much higher quality items. That's why they're so
That-
expensive. And I ran them too. Like, I didn't.
I'm
I
not
didn't
cheap,
purpose-
bitch.
Let's take a
not
poll. Who is surprised that Tyler asked for the high priced item?
I think one of those was a legendary. I think one of those was so expensive. I didn't even bother rolling. I'm like, it's not available to you guys. Like, you're not meant to have it right now.
I'll give you 30 gold and pure copper
You know what they
coins, dude.
say. You know what they say. Shoot or shoot, right?
Listen, I made sure some of those were going to be available to you, so that you could get 2 or 3 items at least.
Yeah.
'Cause, like some of these people, some of these players had consumables for like most of their list, and they're just not expensive. And then
While
they got to
we're in
spend
this-
1,200 fucking ink just to fucking put it in your spell book.
While we're in this blacksmith, do they have mithril armor, scale mill, by chance in here, or is that going to be a different
What did you want? The
mithril scale mill armor?
you're
Well, they have
noticing
that
a lack of mithril.
Okay.
You're not seeing a whole lot of mithril in the shops. However, there are some things here. You notice on a leather board caged within what looks to be some mithril wire. It's actually the first bit of mithril you see because you've been scoping out for mithril armor. There looks to be this almost topazish, yellowish gem, or maybe it's got hints of amber in it, and it's caged in this mithril, wiring, and it strikes your eye. And that is the only bit of mithril you actually see in here.
Okay, I will. I'll go over and I'll go talk to that guy whenever he gets free.
Sure.
After he deals with Basil's.
Yeah, Basil and him are
Bill.
dealing with a transaction right now. Yeah, there's different parties here that are looking at items to, because there's different areas where different items are being made, and there's even somebody handling there's like a Fletcher and someone
Ooh.
dealing with bows too for Milo in here. But
Oh,
yeah,
Milo, did you need some help with money for your bow?
Did Basil buy the belt?
Really depends on how much it costs. I don't think so, but we'll see.
I bought the belt and the ring of.
Okay. Okay, you can put both of those on your character sheet.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then you can handle Halward can handle his transaction if he wishes to.
Yeah, I'll walk over in there and say, hey, why do you have that colorful stone over there caged in mithril? What's going on?
It's a new thing I'm testing out here. You see, you say the right words, and it'll cause light to erupt from this gem up to 50 times. He whispers to you. It's one of them limited access items, But I wanted it to look pretty afterwards, so someone don't want to throw it away. So it's useful and it's a bit of jewelry all in one. If that interests you.
I think you did
You
an
can also-
absolutely fabulous job on the display. I will take it. You're a hell of a salesman. I'll purchase it. How much is it?
Let it go for 200 gold. It's a steal. You can aim it effectively and blind people with it. Okay.
You have you're already talking the right tree. I'll shake his hand and purchase it for 200 gold. Thanks.
You have a gem of brightness.
Oh fuck you! I'm about to I'm crazy. I'm feeling good right now. It's going straight into my backpack. You said it was 200 gold, correct?
It is. There are some cloaks in the back. There's, some nice silken cloaks. There's one that looks a little more elaborate. That almost looks like a desert color, like almost like a sandy type desert vibe. And then there's a very elaborately made cloak hanging above that, sitting there like a tapestry, and it's jet black, and it's got some gold trim around the bottom of it, and you can't quite see it just right, but it looks like with the way the fire hits it, it looks like there's patterns embroidered in it. It just strikes your eye, and you know that shit's something just by looking at it. There's some more things on display if you are inquiring, but they look pricey.
Yeah, I would. I think I would ask about that just since I already purchased something. I was just asking like what's going on with all that. What's going on with that stuff over there? I'm just pointing to my location.
Yeah, we got your standard cloaks of resistance up there. That sandy colored one is that is a protective cloak. It was brought back from one of our desert trips. Somebody took that off of one of them sandstorm warriors, I think they call them, and he brought that back from the man who failed to kill him. And so we're letting that go. It's gonna protect you in all sorts of ways, and it's from a faraway desert land that's not too common. So we can let that go for 300. And the one above it there, that evil fucking looking thing, well, that's got the skin of a demon on it. And
all right, how much is that one? You don't have to tell me the story. How much do you want for that one? What's that one cost?
That? Oh man,
that sounds cool. That sounds cool but dangerous. Kind of my vibe.
Look, you're spending a lot of money here. I appreciate you. I'll let it go for 4,900, and I'll keep that price if you come back later.
Holy shit!
If you come back in a few months and it's still here, I'll sell it to you. You can go through things with it. Let's say you and your friend are trapped by bandits or something bad, or you're in a dungeon somewhere. You can bam 200 feet up back to the surface if you know it's there and be gone. Leave, you might have to leave someone behind, but I mean, hell, that's pretty powerful shit if you ask me. Sitting up here for a while.
Would you be impartial to a payment with an exchange of an item or two?
What do you say?
I pull out the wand of magic missiles. This is it's a wand of magic missiles. Yeah. How much would you value this at, and would you be willing to negotiate a trade of some sorts with also some gold thrown into the pot?
Magic missile, eh? Well, that ain't our typical stock, but I know a guy or two that can on this to someone who want it. Let me take a look at this. Make sure it's up in order. Do you let him examine the wand?
Yeah, I hand it over.
Yeah, let me take out of game. I'm gonna just take a look at this real quick. We're gonna
yeah, for sure.
Can I also step?
This is also for me to know for the future, just in case.
Can I also step in at that point and say that I also want like the +1 bow and +1 studded armor, if that helps with like sweeten the deal?
You just want like some. Oh, you're looking to get your bow enchanted?
Bow enchanted, and then a +1 studded armor if they have it.
He says, we got studded armor like that on hand. You want your bow done too? We can do that in a day. If you want that specific bow done, we can do that in a day. You leave your bow here, you come back. I'll tell you what. We'll do a hunter deal for you. Call it 300 gold for the two of them, for the enchantment and the armor together, combined deal. Come back tomorrow. We'll give you both.
Hell yeah. Absolutely.
You can take the armor now, actually, if you're willing to just give it all now, and then you come back for the bow.
Yeah. That works for me. Absolutely.
Yeah, sure. Leave the bow on the counter. I'll get our guy on it. We got somebody. I'll call in one of the elves. We'll have that done overnight. He don't need no sleep.
Milo, if you're impartial to the armors you have, can't you just get that in canon as well instead of purchasing?
I mean, that leaves me exposed overnight, right? If
Oh,
something
yeah, sure.
happens, at least I have a. I just whisper to him. At least I have a dagger.
You're right.
Yeah.
The dwarf's looking over the wand, and he says, he's like, "Hey Argus, what's the rates on these wand thingies? Does that wizard magic missile shit?" And another dwarf that's pounding away at the forge, he goes, "They're fairly common, boss. Stockpiles are pretty filled." Dwarf goes, like, "I'll knock 200 off the price if you throw in this. You've been giving me a lot of business. It doesn't sound like I'm gonna get too much for this wand. You might be better off keeping it. It might save yourself and just pay the extra 200 in all reality.
Yeah.
It's not like I can knock off a full grand or anything for it. They're pretty common items."
I mean, I could spot you 200.
Oh, it's 4,900 gold. I don't have the funds for that.
Oh, I thought he said.
only have-
I thought he said an extra 200. Sorry, I misunderstood.
No. If he parts with the wand of magic missiles, he'll knock 200 off the
Oh,
price.
gotcha.
Yeah.
And you're also giving him business too. So like,
Yeah.
I think instead, I would segue into that sandy cloak over there. What's that one going for? What's the rate on that one right now?
I'll tell you what. You give me this wand. The sandy cloak's yours. You can just take it. He goes, you want it? I can get 300 for this thing, but I like you guys. I just want it off my shelf, to be honest.
Let's do it. I'll trade you. The wand for the.
So you trade the wand of magic missiles, and he gives you the cloak of protection. You can write in its notes that's like desert, themed. It's in the color of sand dunes. It gives off those vibes.
Cool.
But it functions like a cloak of protection.
Yeah, I will swap that over. Thanks, and I'll tell him it was a pleasure doing business with you. And when I get more gold, if it's still here, that cloak's still here, I will come back and purchase it from you.
That's about all the items that are going to be here that you guys had on your lists. Odds and ends, if you want to do, look for those items that you sent me that maybe, if you're looking for rings or jewelry or odds and ends, just go to one of the, there's a lot of random emporiums and things like that, that different scholars, savants, and retired wizards have opened up. Families that collect heirlooms and treasure hunts and, past nobility and things like that, open up shops and just fill them with these odds and end things that that range from what Milo has from scavenging the forest, all the way to some wizard might have a legendary staff and it falls into one of these emporiums. But there's lots of things there, magical and non-magical, to be had there, and that's looking like is about the last option for you guys for shopping if you still want to go shopping.
I just want a pearl of power.
Odds and ends. There will be stuff available.
Yeah, and I mean, I
Emporium.
still have a considerable amount of gold left from the deal, and if there's anything befitting of a ranger, I think there was one more thing on my list that I never actually told you about because I thought I would have spent all my gold. I don't think I said it to you. I had
I've covered everything on your list because your list was very mild, and I was like, "There's no way he can't get all this in Eelfell. That makes no sense."
I had winged boots or flying broom on my list that I was like, "Okay, this isn't gonna fit in," but
somebody asked for winged boots. I think
I did too. I asked for those as well.
Yeah, it's not available.
Okay.
I rolled. wing boots are not available.
That's fair.
Hey,
That-
miscellaneous stuff. I would also look for a golden fiddle, as requested by Caitlin in Twitch chat last stream.
Yes.
A solid golden fiddle. And then also
Made of solid gold.
Yeah.
solid golden fiddle.
Could be heavy.
And then also, if I can, also look for an immovable rod. And then after that, I would go look for like potions of like superior healing or something like that. Crazy. And then I'm done browsing after that.
Sure. Odds and ends shopping, hitting up the thrift shops of magic items within the royalty districts. You find a handful of things that catch your eye. Reyna hunting specifically for the Pearl of Power. You do find one. The bad news is the price is marked up slightly. It is 600 gold for the Pearl of Power.
How much do you have, Reyna?
There's not a lot of them floating around.
107.
I will.
I can put some in for her.
Okay,
If you want to go.
I have a lot.
It is, I
left
think,
over.
the only item that got a mark up on the price due to the random rolls.
How much
that was,
money
like,
do you
the
have
one
left?
Item that had a markup.
I still have 2,055.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're about the same. So.
Yeah, I mean, me and you can go halvesies and just buy Reyna a Pearl of Power.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's just buy it for
Yeah.
her. Absolutely.
Yeah.
How much
I
was
mean,
it?
we'll give it to her as a treat since she got us these cool necklaces.
I mean, I was planning on giving her 300 gold anyway since she got me the discount, so that works out really well.
That's so sweet.
So there's
So
your.
how much? Yeah, how much?
It was
Not me,
600
about to
total.
cry.
It was
300
600
from each?
Yeah, 300 each, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go.
Aw,
There's one Pearl of Power.
and I didn't spend all my gold this time.
The
There are
diet
other
is
things
so
available too.
Yeah. Maybe I will. Okay.
So if the wing boots weren't available, the broom also wasn't available. Is that what I'm gathering?
Well, I didn't do a roll for the broom yet. I knew that one of those I rolled for. And
I don't even know the price of the broom, but
The broom is going to be super
would have
expensive,
to-
by the way.
I would, yeah, I have to look it up.
Okay.
I'm in
I
the
think it's a
process
rare
of
item. I think it's a rare item.
right now. Oh, if it's rare, yeah,
This
it'll
will be
be
a lot.
expensive.
I'm down to put all my gold in for it to help you get it.
I want to say when I looked it up, it honestly wasn't much different from the boots, and people are like, "Wait, why?" It's a wondrous uncommon.
Oh, maybe not.
In
I don't know why I was expecting it to be more.
in D&D Beyond,
They've
wondrous
got
uncommon.
classic Quidditch wizard's broom for 300 gold. They actually sell them.
I think Milo. You got that? You're gonna buy that on your own, or you want me to? You want some?
Upon eyeing it, the man behind the counter says, "Last one left. It is 500 gold."
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Me literally opening a browser window cut me out, so I heard none of that.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I was looking it up
Howard,
and
found
speaking to you guys, and I'm
Oh,
like,
okay.
"Oh wait, you're all gone." Go ahead.
Elward found an immobile rod, an immovable rod behind the glass display cases,
Gotcha.
and he very much wants it.
So I'll pay for that. I'll pay 500 for that.
Okay.
And then Milo, I'll look over to you and look at you. I can go halvesies on the broom for you.
What was was there a price? I didn't hear anything.
300. That's when you cut out. Yeah, it's 300 gold for the flying broom.
Oh no, I got. If it's available, I got it.
Yeah, they got a few of them.
Yeah.
You're gonna pay for it, or you want me to go in with it?
No, I'm good.
Cool.
Yep. Yeah, I will
Holy
buy.
shit.
I will buy that broom.
The benefits of the royal district.
Yep.
the benefits of the royal district.
Thanks, May.
What else is there that's in here? There are a couple bags of holding for sale.
Ooh.
I'll take it if they're selling it.
How much are they?
They got them for 200 a pop.
Yep.
They
Holy
understand
shit.
that adventurers are hot on the move, and they had a sale on them.
Do we all want to
We
get
gotta,
matching bags, embroidered bags, or what?
there are 2 of them available.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, no, Basil, we can buy one for you. Is what we're offering.
Basil, I'll buy
Lana.
this. I'll buy this for you. I'll give this to you. I'm gonna buy a bag of holding for Basil, since he's the biggest person in our party that could carry it. Even though it doesn't really weigh anything, but I'll buy the bag of holding for 200.
Appreciate it.
Mhm.
Doggy.
Wait, are you only buying one for Basil? You're not buying one for you?
Yeah, I don't think we really need more than one.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, that's how I look at it, at
Yeah,
least. So I think that's
when
what
it gets
how
to
we're
the
doing.
point where you have that much loot, you'll buy another one.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
Well, okay, I will.
Group
Son of a
perception
bitch.
checks, please.
All of us?
Yeah, and what were you saying?
You make a good ass point. I'll just buy the other one too. Fuck it.
Oh, you're gonna buy the other one too? All right,
Yeah, fuck it. I'll buy it as well. When in Rome.
Dirty 20.
10. 10 for Milo.
Reyna sees a ring on the back counter,
Ooh.
and it looks like something you've seen before and read about, but there's no way it's sitting back there like it's nothing. It's got this fiery ruby-like gem on it, and it's golden. It's a golden ring, and it looks like it's a ring of fire resistance.
Ooh.
But it's sitting on the back shelf like it's a ring of like protection, like a ring of resistance or something mundane. It's not being. That's an item of rarity. That should be in a display case behind something, not sitting on display like that, like in the back there. Catches your eye, strikes you as odd.
Excuse me, how much is that?
Oh, this. Well, you know what that is, right?
Yes, I do. Do you?
He casts Mage Hand and brings it over to you over by the counter and sets it down. He goes, "Well, yes, it is a ring of fire resistance. It's quite rare, of course, but look at it. And you are a jeweler, so you know. You see the imperfection in it immediately. There's a crack within like the center of it, and it digs in deep. And when you hit it just right, you can see the crack. Sure as shit, it's ugly, and it's a nasty gash that somehow formed in the magic item itself. And these types of items that shouldn't happen. So it surprises you when you see it." He says, "It's not the prettiest of rarities of antiquities, but it is for sale. If you have problems with it later on, don't come back here, though. I will let it go, though, for 1,100. You know that is a fucking steal for a ring of fire resistance. That is holy shit prices. Because let's look into the charts really quick.
Yeah. Well, I could just make myself an elemental resistant necklace.
We could have both of them, right?
Yeah, it would take you a while, and you would need the recipe. But yes, you could go about crafting one in time. If you wanted one now, though, that's
I don't have the
a
money for it.
ridiculous price.
How
That's
much was it?
fair.
How much was it?
1,100.
He said it was 1,100, and it's a rare item.
Um,
So
How much do you have right now?
That is
give your pal Howard.
507. That's what I have.
I have 855. I can put in some to help you get it.
Me too. You have
Yeah.
507?
Yep.
Are you okay spending 500 so you can keep 7 to buy us drinks later?
Sure.
Nice.
So I can do. So it's 1,100 total. So I can do 300. You can do 300.
Yep.
So 600 on our part. Yeah. I'm down.
It's broken though, but I guess I could fix it since
You were
I'm a
Julia.
jeweler, so.
He's broken, but you can fix him.
Okay.
Yeah, I throw in
So
300 to
you're
make the pot.
You're buy it.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Still,
If
I'm
you
not.
attune to it, just let me know.
Oh,
But
hold
it is
on.
it is for all intents and
Wait,
purposes.
guys.
What's up?
I'm attuned to too many things. If I
What are you tuned to?
What
I
else
have
are you
my
doing?
cloak of
The book?
protection, the book, and then I have to. I'm pretty sure.
Your necklace,
the
right?
Arcane grimoire I have to attune to,
Oh,
and then I.
Well, if you're going to get rid of, do you want to get rid of the spell book?
Yeah, I do need to get
Eventually?
rid of that.
Well, eventually you could do that, and you can still have the item on hand. So when you do attune to it, you know.
Yeah,
you also
And
need
the-
to attune to the necklace
the
if you make yourself one.
yeah. So, I don't know if it would be.
I think we pull the trigger on it regardless.
I guess someone
I
else
mean-
could have it too, instead of
Or
me.
or we
What's
could
that?
just sell a necklace. I know you made them personally, but we could sell a necklace so you could. I know it would feel shitty since you spent time on it.
Yeah.
7
Attuning to it will
days.
give you resistance to fire damage. It's a good item.
It gives you resistance like you don't have to like choose. It gives you resistance for the whole time. Like it's not a one-time use.
Okay.
But no, you don't let me talk you into it. It's also your character, your decision, right? It's you got your shit.
Well, I don't even
So what do
have a necklace made yet, so
Yeah.
I need 2 gemstones to even do it. I have everything else but that.
What gemstones do you need?
Just 2.
Oh, just
gemstones.
2 of any. I gotcha.
Yeah. Or a gemstone worth 100 gold. So.
Gotcha.
Well, could you technically cut your finger off? Put it on a ring finger, cut your finger off, and tie your finger around your neck as a necklace? Would that work?
It's crazy.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get it.
Okay. That's crazy.
No,
That's
you're
fucking
crazy.
cheap. That's
You-
fucking cheap. We should cast Identify.
Make sure it's not cursed, Reina. It's broken, right? I can't mend it in this campaign. I can mend it in the other campaign.
Well, maybe if you identify, you can figure out what we need to fix it. If that's something that we could.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome.
That looks like it concludes the shopping spree.
I think so.
It's a good time for the bio break
Yep.
and our get up and do all of that. It's almost 10:45.
Jesus.
No, I know, dude.
Hey, you
Also-
guys got a lot of good stuff.
Oh, Tyler.
So I'm outside of RP and all that. Can I just buy some superior or some better health potions? And just do that?
Yes. Hang on.
Okay.
Tyler, are you
There
the
are-
Travis of our campaign?
I'm just a little tired. So,
Maybe
We were doing
sleep
that.
more so you can enjoy the shopping episode.
I'm doing finals
healing
this week, so
That's fair.
Say it one more time. Sorry, I didn't hear you.
You found 3 superior healing potions for sale
Mm.
as book price. There's no up sale, no down sale on it.
How much are those?
Yeah, let me look at the price on that.
It's whatever the book says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I
Super.
will help you with that.
They are not listed on the inventory when I look at it. But let me look on Google.
Yeah, I'm
Google.
gonna do that.
'Cause
Google.
it didn't show.
Oh no,
price on
I think they're in the player's handbook is where they're at.
Oh, where's
Okay.
my PHB? Is up here.
Oh, I have
Superior healing.
his here.
They're rare, so I'm assuming they're gonna cost pretty fucking
Oh, are they?
decently. Yeah. What's the one that's not superior? What's the one before that?
Oh no.
Greater.
Greater. Well, greater. Yeah, I think greater was more so something I would look for because I think superior is super duper expensive.
I grabbed my PHB and Vex just tumbled under the weight of another
That's fucked.
book.
That's fucked up.
Percy's like, I got you.
Yeah, Tom, I'm talking about
the su-
potions that heal.
The
Greater
superior, the superior healing potions are going for 250 a pop.
Oh shit, never mind. That's what I'm talking about then. I'll take those then.
I will.
You
You want superior ones?
Yeah.
How much do you have
Yeah,
left,
they're
Hal?
going for 250.
I have
It makes no
555. I
sense
can
that
buy
one
2
of
of the
those
3.
Okay, I will buy the
Yeah,
third. Actually, you know what?
yeah,
I'll
I'm
buy
putting
2 of
those
them.
potions
You buy 1,
over
so you have some gold left over. I'll buy 2 of them.
So I bought 1 for 250. He bought 2 for 500.
Yep.
Holy shit, that's crazy. All right, now we can do the bathroom break. Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's right. That's good to get this over.
No, that's what I would imagine them to cost. That's crazy. All right.
Superior.
Hope
No,
I'm rambling.
that's nothing.
Break.
All right, yeah, I will go away. let's go.
And with that, the party departs the various magic item expos with their pockets far lighter in gold coin, but wielding many new trinkets of various values and capabilities. I look forward to future combats and seeing how this now unfolds.
On our way out, Nyx looks up at me like, "But what do I get?" I'm like, "Oh fuck, I'm so sorry." You get a survival based on my survival, I suppose.
I'll roll the dice on accident. I'm so sorry.
What's that?
Magic kitten mittens of winter walk.
Yeah. Let's go.
Walk as if weightless on the snow, like Legolas.
I just say to her, I'm like, "Listen, eventually I will get you some armor. It costs a little bit more than, to armor myself. But you will be protected at some point." Meow. All right. That's fair.
So, next on the group docket, we have various matters. Yes, Tyler.
I'd like to get my deed.
Yeah, that was the next thing I was gonna say. We have deed, or we have.
We're also in the noble district already.
I feel like the deed thing would be in the noble district.
It is. It is here.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
okay,
it's
cool.
literally in the same area. Well, I suppose. Yeah, because you're trying to acquire a minor fiefdom in the. Yeah, your deed would actually be.
I'm about to be a lord, bitch.
To some degree, yeah. If you're controlling land in here, you're in some.
Money,
degree
bitch is
a lord.
power. What am I saying? Ugh. Okay.
Milo's like, "I don't know what those terms are. Are you okay?"
That's out of character.
Oh, okay.
That's out of character. No, I think if we're done here, I think it'd be time to. I'll lower my voice. To go get the deed. Let's see if we can go. And then,
Visit my family.
yes, you could introduce me as a minor noble.
Now, when we are we all being introduced to your family, Raina, or is this like a you and Basil thing? Because I don't. This is your call. It's your family, your call, right?
I am 100% okay with you telling them that I am mute because I'm not good at these situations. So if there's like a pretense of this guy can't talk, that's pretty good. I will not do that. With this, I will not do those things.
Okay. I think we should all go. So if they try to keep me, we can leave.
Oh, shit. Okay.
You're going as yourself?
I will disguise myself as my normal self, or I can unattune from the book.
Oh,
Probably
do we want to
don't.
get rid of it?
Yeah, probably don't unattune. Probably disguise yourself as your normal self. Because I think unattuning might have some consequences that we don't want to deal with yet.
At the current moment.
Yeah.
Also, is your family big on gardening? Because if so, we probably should avoid the gardens.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Like 6 feet on either side?
It's nice, so there's nice plants.
We can just blame it on him since he's mute. The curse, he cursed. He's got a curse on him.
I mean, Milo would absolutely like try to help revive them, and it would look like it's his fault. So he'd be like, "No, plants."
As he's mute, when he's saying, "No."
Yeah, it would.
All right.
So
Let's go get your deed.
Indeed.
That was the joke I was gonna make. Great job.
It's in the punch of Milo.
deed time, baby. Me and Thunder. Well, I leaned over. Where's the deed office?
Oh, follow me.
The deed office.
And
Hopefully, Mr. Deed isn't not home.
I wheel around Thunder to follow Reyna.
I imagine you went into the blacksmith with on your. You just brought Thunder into the building as you were shopping.
Probably tied it up at the door. They have this is the Royal District. There's a place for horses on every major store and home.
There's like the imagery of him just riding into the blacksmith.
Oh yeah, he just nailed full in like World of Warcraft. Like,
so the place where you handle anything deed related or property related or fiefdom related is in the it's in the only bureaucratic section of buildings which is near towards the entrance gate. You gotta go back towards the entrance gate to where you first entered, and they have a bigger stables there because they don't want horses being marching through those buildings or anything. But there's a place where you can tie up your horses, go in, and
Are there other horses
much like
there?
because there's people that
I would telepathically communicate with Thunder and tell him to flirt with the other horses.
He is definitely eager to, because there's never any opportunity to do that in this world. So your horse goes off to the stables.
You're shot. What do shooters do? Shoot. That's telepathically. Go have fun. And then
this building has the silver guard that stand at the doors. They stand in plate with long swords, shields, mostly slung on the back. Maybe there's one or two like inside the opening foyer to this place that have their shields locked, and they're standing, looking at one another as people walk by. It's not overly busy, but there's different noble-looking individuals of various races just coming in and out of here. Everything from base human to there's tieflings in here. Every race is abundant in Eelfell. It is a kingdom capital, and this is a bureaucratic wing. So it is a complete hodgepodge of people in here. So you guys are no different. They don't mind about the tiger. That's probably the strangest thing about the whole situation. But adventuring parties do come in here, and really, as long as order is kept, they don't care. But you basically follow Reyna and follow the signs to the department that handles property. And what information were you given on the property? Do you have an alias that you go by with this organization? Does Basil have anything, or is it just the Platinum Band that you sent? Because I know you sent a list of that shit. Because this would be, if you don't have a specific alias that you've been communing with these guys in, then this would fall under the Platinum Band. But you're the only one that's got any info on it, on the location.
hang on, I got
along
this.
the little pike. Yeah, along the
Did
little
I give
pike.
Did I give a alias to the guys that we made a deal with that I'm representing?
Which Spanish nobles?
Yeah. Did I use an
Yeah,
alias?
I think you took the name of that one Dragonborn family, I thought.
No, I didn't let them.
Oh right.
Oh, you didn't let him.
I didn't let 'em.
She forced me to use my real name.
That's in your real name then, if that's the case.
Well, no. Well,
Oh, they would have put it in the play. If it was your real name, then they wouldn't have done that, because that is not correct. They probably would have put it in the Platinum Band then, and it would be up to you.
I don't
all.
want to put it in the name of the Platinum Band. I will.
Well, then what information did
Wait,
you
it's
provide?
gonna be my fucking. It's gonna be my fucking.
He doesn't want it to be a community center. I get it.
Well, no, you can live there.
Sure.
Yeah, let's put it in the Platinum Band. I'll be a team player. So when we get a divorce, it's gonna be really messy. Yeah, we can do it in the Platinum Band.
So there's no diplomacy roles or any challenge in getting this, because you have the information needed, and property is growing
and it is apparently a small but somewhat sustainable and thrivable hamlet along the Little Pike River where the bend starts. I'm going through the maps right now to look for decent showing of where the land actually is.
Holy shit! You can build a moat. You can have a moat across the little park.
I meant to save money, so I can invest
How much
in
money?
the land.
Oh shit!
No, I don't have any money now. But I
Well,
meant to. I forgot that I was supposed to.
I have 305 gold. I don't know how much land that'll buy, but
No, we don't need the land. I just wanted to develop it.
I have 7.
the rich.
Gold.
I wanted to push out the local.
That 7's to buy us
You wanna-
drinks.
No.
Can we make sure we're hooked
no.
up to a hospital grid so we don't ever lose firepower in our humble abode?
Yeah. I mean, I'll have to invest in it later.
We have to have people that can. You have to have people that can work it, clean it,
Milo's like,
Yeah.
I mean, that
wash
is
your money.
Do they
kind-
pay taxes to me there? Since I own the land.
No.
Wait, who? Us or?
They said there was a small hamlet.
Yeah, give me 1 second, and I'll talk about what all that would actually mean.
Milo would,
Yeah.
Milo would just say, I mean, my job where I lived was to landscape, so if
Oh.
there's
So
some help.
this is a very basic rundown of the geography that involves the area surrounding your land. So, number one, you'll notice that the Hilllands and Hemlock are in the south and north quadrants of this map. I threw the link in the maps channel for you guys, and if Craig wants to put that up as my display pic or whatever for the time being, so that people can see a very basic rundown of that section. So right along, there's a river cutting through all this map, the light blue trail that goes through the middle of the map and then heads up towards Hemlock in the north quadrant, and it branches off in 2 different directions. In the lower portions above the hilllands, there's a keep, a rook-looking object, and that is where your keep is located, and there is a town that surrounds it, and it's built just along the river that cuts through this land, and it's a brand new town in development, is what you're told. Now, when do you ask the questions about taxing the land and all that?
Yeah.
You are the property owner. We have who do we have? She starts going over paperwork. She goes, there is a current magistrate there handling things now, dealing with the problems of the people, the initial houses that are being built, and he's handling all that now. They've been waiting for the promised protection. I assume you all are the ones doing that. That's why you're here. So yes, among you would assume whatever position whatever group controls it, or if one of you is the leader, you will be the elected lord or baroness or whatever, sworn in, and it would be up to you to fairly tax and provide for your kingdom. If you are a wealthy fisher village and you want to tax your citizens for the fish, do it, but there are good lords and bad lords. Which will you be? We will see. Welcome. Yeah, what's up?
Does the land have a name?
Not yet, no. It is it will be up to you guys.
Right. Do you have any financial statements on hand? Anything about that? So I can see previous year's tax earnings and such like that. Any services?
This hamlet is less than 2 years old. It is the newest settlement in development. There is not much to go off of. They have farmable land. They are right next to the Little Pike. We have hopes that we will see trade coming from there. Um, Perhaps hunter. It's surrounding a lot of things. It is a farmable land. There is a rancher nearby, I believe, so livestock can be had. It's along the river, so trade can be had. Um, it is a capable town. It just needs people, and hopefully, you protecting it will draw people. That is the hopes, at least for that property.
Well, we are happy to be the stewards of the land and I the Lord. Um, is there anything else we should know of the property? Monsters, bandits, anything of the sort? Special requests by the locals?
In terms of monsters and all that, I've heard nothing. I've received no such complaints. You get bandits from time to time, and now so people are more paranoid. But that's really it. Be a little careful. You're along the river. Make sure people don't drown. But people usually around here take care of themselves in terms of that. It just needs an acting official and general, people know that someone's there for their interest. It seems like one of those situations.
Sure. Well, we are happy to be the stewards of the land, and we will make sure it comes to prosper. Thank you for your time. I'll do a slight head nod.
Yeah, there is an actual. She will give you a layout of the place. Actually, I gotta find it. There is another map of that town because you asked for like description.
Yeah.
She would have like a layout of that. Gotta find where I had that.
Yeah, you can be my game warden.
Who's what happened?
You were talking about landscaping.
Is
earlier.
that what? Is that the equivalent?
No,
Oh.
but you could also be my
game
game warden.
wardens are not.
I know.
We could open a shitty tavern.
Let's retire.
But only the shittiest of L.
We could.
I mean, I feel like every town should have a tavern, right? And
But we make ours especially shitty, just for aesthetic.
well, I don't want to do that though. I mean, if I'm in charge of landscaping, I'm gonna grow some pretty good ingredients, right?
Oh, I can't come near them.
Well, no, you can't yet. I mean,
We'll lock you up in a tower far, far away.
we're not gonna lock you in a tower, but yes, no.
How would?
If we are gonna grow our
So
own
I'm so
ingredients, you cannot come near them yet. If you would like to tend to the hops and the barley and the wheat that we grow, then you're gonna have to make some decisions. But and the grapes. There's grapes too. People want wine. I can't.
Are we gonna grow tobacco?
Do you want to grow tobacco?
A little tobacco?
The wacky tobacco. I like the wacky.
Well, I hear it's quite profitable. So
I mean, if it's your land,
we'll see. We haven't,
right?
We don't even know if we can grow anything yet. It's probably shit. Soil.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Might need to do many years of, grass
And
renewing.
Just Milo shitting on the soil.
Yeah.
Grow.
This next shit, magical shit. Can our magical shit fertilize our fucking grass?
She's not magical yet. Not till level like 8.
I need the precipitation reports from the last couple of years.
Yeah. How arable is this land?
I don't tell this fucking land. I mean, their names and why they fucked it up.
Well, I need to know what crops we can support because some are really thirsty. We're right by a river though, so we could just use that.
Yeah.
Fucking
For your
diverted
that's
river,
true.
baby.
We build a dam. We run this fucking river, motherfucker.
I mean, I grew up on a river. I know irrigation. I got this.
Oh, right.
Sure.
Yeah.
Look at us.
All right, in the maps, I'm
Who'da
putting a general layout of the land with the buildings. And the point of this is because due to the choices and stories that are being told with the characters, this land will serve as a base of operations. I don't expect you guys to go full-on Town Simulator Harvest Moon with the shit. That's not going to be the case, but it will give you some place to store your goods. You have a base of operations now. You're working as a group that is hunting things in this area, and due to the stories that Basil's been spinning to different regions, this land is being provided with you. There's a keep. That's what the tower is. There's what look to be like a handful of houses and just general buildings on the map that are listed. I don't fully expect you guys to handle like Harvest Moon level shits here. This is just a base of operations. I will
That's what you
generate, numbers and taxes. That'll be briefly handled. There's someone there already that will handle all that shit. But this will at least provide you a place where you can like store stuff and deal with things.
Ooh.
Awesome.
Do they have tax law in in Neoval?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the lands are taxed.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, towns generate income and everything based on stuff that's around them. There's like different D&D charts for that.
Awesome. We can go to her family's. Oof.
Okay. So,
I'm just gonna go as myself. That's good. Cool.
I don't think any of us were concealing anything except for Reno, right? You want to make yourself look less than.
I think as we walk over, I think as we move towards your family's house, I think Hal is trying to figure out a way to stick the gem of brightness in his eye socket behind his eye patch. So he's gonna try to get that thing in there and see what happens. That's what he's been trying to do.
So-
Yeah, I just pull my eye patch out and just start like stretching the skin and try to stick the gem in there as far as it'll go.
I'm gonna trot forward ahead, like so I can get a little further away from this kind of disgusting.
And just a reminder, Milo has no bow until tomorrow, so he's all dagger.
But this is just how he wants to conceal it, and then he just does like as far as he can get in there, and he just puts the eye patch over it, hoping it covers the majority of if it sticks out, and it just looks like shit. That's
Wow.
better. That was good.
Flashbang, motherfucker.
I love it.
Yes.
Yeah, you can
Surprise,
barely you can barely fit and conceal it, but like it's probably barely doable. If that's the route you want to go with it,
That's exactly what I want to do with this thing.
that's wild.
Once you attune to it, there's just 3 command words. In Dwarven, you can choose whatever they are. It's fine. Once you attune to it, you know what it does.
Okay. Actually, I don't think the gem of brightness has a tune.
No, it doesn't yet. Yeah, so there's
I
3
would've
different
told that
words,
would've
and they
taught
do
me.
the 3 different things. You know how to use it then when because he would explain it to you. It's got 3 different words, and based on what you say, it does either the cone attack, the AOE, or just bright light.
Actually, instead of putting it in my eye socket, I think I would have realized that it's probably not going to work out. That was what he's thinking. I'll talk to Raina. Hey, Raina, is there any way you could modify my eye patch and kind of jewel craft this onto my eye patch, this gem?
Yeah, I
Not
probably
right
could,
now,
and-
of course. Not right now, of course, but when we get time.
Yeah, I could definitely look into trying to do that for you.
It's just a thought. I figured that putting it in my eye socket's probably not the best for health reasons. I forgot to wash the gem off, so I don't know what I just contracted.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully nothing.
I'll be alright.
Okay.
I give it a good old college try.
And Raina probably looks nervous and like jittery and stuff because she is going to see her family.
I'll just lean into her. I'm just like, I mean, passive perception of 18. I assume I see that. I'll just be like, is there anything we can do to make this easier or better for you?
I don't know. They're gonna want me to stay.
Yeah.
And I don't want to. Also, I've been gone a while, so they might be upset. I just don't know how they're going to react, and sometimes they take the most intense actions to get what they want.
So is this one of those situations where like, listen, I'm not familiar with elf culture. If you go up there and they are disappointed that you've brought a halfling male, a dragonborn male, and a human you're half elf, Hal?
Yeah, I'm half elf.
Yeah. 3 males with you essentially. As far as like shelter and abode, if we're gonna stay here the night, we're gonna want to stay with you to protect you, but they may see it differently.
Well, I will say my sister May gets around, so.
Oh, okay.
That's good to know.
So no, it is not. You better not.
No, for like just to know in general.
Okay.
For connection.
Is she tested? Is she a...
Basil, I will.
Basil could probably cure her disease.
Wait, so gets around. Can you? I don't understand.
She's a very flirtatious young lady. She has friends over.
In low places.
I probably. She's very beautiful, and she uses it to get what she wants, and most of the time she wants other men. So
So is
also,
that?
if you do bump into her, it's more so maybe Basil, because he looks like a gem. So you better fucking stay away.
Wait, are you talking to me or Basil?
Basil. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Because we were having a conversation.
Yeah. But he.
Yeah.
I don't want him to assume that was something for him to. I don't
Pursue.
know. Anyways.
Pursue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, like when we originally met, there was like conversations about like prostitutes and stuff. Is that your sister?
Yes. Milo.
No. She doesn't get paid to do.
Basil
that.
nods.
Oh, there's.
She's a generous.
Oh, it's
prostitute.
monetary versus non-monetary.
She's a charitable prostitute.
No. How? I will cut you. I'm making it sound worse than it is, but
Have you ever walked in on
That's all. Yeah.
on your sister before?
That's a weird
How do
question.
you even know she's
Basil.
around? Is this a rumor? Or something?
I speed up on my horse, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm getting away from this conversation.
Milo. She's a charitable prostitute. Be careful.
Everybody get inspiration except Basil for that one. No, I'm joking. Even Basil. There's been a lot of role play.
Wait, I wasn't done the cover. Okay, Basil. I was just trying to
There's been a
understand
lot of
things,
role
and you
play in
scared her
Shotgun.
away.
Everybody should have one. Raina unable to brunt the prostitute remarks one after the other, while Milo just sits there wondering if this is socially appropriate.
I would probably mention to Milo, we probably shouldn't bring up what she just mentioned to us to her sister. I mean,
I'm a mute, so I mean, if she
you want to stick with that plan?
if she approaches me based on my facial expressions, I'm not gonna stop her.
Milo, I pray for you in these times that we're about to face, because I don't know if you can be mute that long. I haven't seen you be quiet yet. No offense.
Well, I've been quiet when it matters.
True. You're true on that.
Yeah, because if I'm not, it's a disaster.
I'll just.
You want to make a bet real quick?
Sure. What are we doing?
I'll lean into Milo. I'll put 50 gold that Basil tries to get in good with her sister.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, 50 gold. All right.
Now he's gonna make a decision. My Milo's like, wait, what is getting good? What does that mean?
I'm just writing off if you agree to the terms on the vagueness of that agreement.
Oh, okay. I think I mean, there's like quasi understanding. Sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fine. Milo like mocks like zipping his lips and throwing away the key. It's like, I'm done. I can't.
You go
Onwards.
Yeah, do you go through like the main gate of your house, or are you going like through stealth, like when you and Basil went in last time, and you went in like under more secrecy? Are you just going in through the front door this time, or?
Yep. We're just gonna go through the front door. I will cast this disguise self though, so I look like normal Raina.
Okay, so you do look like yourself then.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So you have your house keys and everything. Like you have the gate. You have the keys to your estate. And I mean, your family is not the richest family in Eelfell. You're still a wealthy merchant family. If you have any like description of what you envision your house looking like or your marital, you can. If you don't, we can handle that another time if your house begins being a regular stop for the party. We can discuss that if you don't have anything on hand, but if you do, you can say anything.
All I can think of is like Casablanca. No, not Casablanca. Yeah, Casablanca. That big old house. I don't know if anybody's seen that, but it's a really big, nice house. But it's more of like, I don't know. It's pretty.
More gilded.
Yeah, and then probably like
shinier
stained glass windows and more
Love stained
like
glass.
jewelry, like probably like really fancy jewelry, like posted on the walls.
Just an FYI, the more you explain how shiny things are, the more Milo's gonna want to steal things, and he hasn't really done that yet.
Well, it's a jeweler's house.
Yep.
So.
This is much more of a posh estate than Milo is used to being in, especially with the lots of probably glassware and like Raina said, the family works with jewels, so there's just many trinkets even on the outside that are just adorning wealth.
The funny thing about Milo is he doesn't consider it stealing. He just considers it finding. It's like, oh, that's pretty. I take that.
Yeah, I
I was
imagine
fine.
like there's like rare stones of like gems,
Yeah.
like just sitting as like decoration and stuff.
Yeah.
So there's like pretty things all around, very shiny and pretty.
I think he would actually lean into you and say, how much of this is available to us to like bring back with us?
Um, well, most of it belongs to my father, and some pieces used to be my mother's. So I'd appreciate it if you didn't take anything.
Oh, so you don't want any of it to come back with us on the rest of our journey?
Um, I'll let you know if you can take something. If you see something and you're like, "Can I have it?" I'll let you know.
Or if you see something and you're like, Milo, take that. That works too.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
That sounds good.
Understood. It's all so shiny, though. I want all of it.
I'll make sure you leave with at least one thing.
Okay.
They're nice.
There is a simple guard that stands at the door, and as you approach, he looks surprised to see you. And he bows respectively and opens the door, and he says, "Welcome home, Lady Reyna. I see you have company." Very casually, just making conversation. Your passive insight tells you he's well aware you've been gone. It's been spoken of probably in his presence many times, but he's a guard. The affairs of noble men and women are not his business. He simply guards the property, and he stays out of the questioning and opens the door for you all. And
I hold
I'm
my
gonna
hand out for a
assume-
fist bump.
I'm
Make a
gonna-
persuasion check. Let's see if you can get this guy to do it too.
Oh, fuck. Oh, 15?
Oh, it's not too bad.
See what kind of move this guy's at. He glances at you and curiously, and he holds out his fist. He says, "Is this a traveling gesture or something?" And he just bumps you politely.
Yeah.
He seems confused by it, but not offended, and he does do it.
Awesome. I just nod and continue on with Reyna's lead.
Oh, shit.
I assume I know all the guards' names because I was that person that wanted to know everyone. I'm just gonna give him a name. We'll say his name's Gregory.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is,
Gregory.
Gregory.
Like, it's great to see you again, Gregory. And then
It's always a pleasure to see you. Welcome home.
I was gonna tilt my head and then continue to walk.
So you guys walk in, and eventually, it's a nice, I imagine like a entrance hall, a foyer. Not necessarily armed guards at the ready here, unless it's like a busy day where you're hosting an event. But all your none of you are rolling stealth checks. You're just coming in here. So I'm just imagining there's clomping of boots, and there's different steps. It just breaks the silence of this manor. There's a fucking tiger now in here, like just eventually you hear your father's voice, Reyna, and he says, Vernon, go see who's at the door, please. One of the other guards, obviously, is there's a Vernon, and he says, of course, my lord. And you hear footsteps come, and eventually, within seconds, pass through and see. He goes, oh, by the gods, it's Reyna, my lord. Your daughter's home. And immediately you hear the scraping of a chair, and your footsteps of your father come running in. You can describe your father to the party. He's in casual but very, fancy garb.
He does look really old. Yeah, he's an elf, of course. He's got gray hair. He's got these piercing green eyes. Very it's casual wear, but it's still like elegant, and he looks he stands tall. Um, he's probably wearing fine kind of jewelry and stuff. And then he has like a he looks like a nice guy. There you go. That's what I imagine him as.
Well, I didn't expect that. I like that. I did not expect him to look like a nice guy.
He looks at all of you in shock. Like this was probably one of the last things he was expecting at this very particular moment. Not angry necessarily, but it's hard to read him.
What's his title? Like Lord, King? What is he?
He is a lord.
A lord.
Yeah.
I was like, I think Milo would just nod a little bit.
He doesn't appear to register that. He looks right at Reyna and he says, "Who brought you back? I've sent people looking for you. They've caught whiffs. Where have you been? What have you been doing?"
I'm just
Who are these other men? He's looking at all three of you. Is that a tiger?
I will lift my head back up and say, Milo, pleasure to meet you.
What is your father's? I forgot what your father's first name is.
Thomas.
Oh no. I know Milo's.
So much for the
his
meat.
his name is Vladimir.
He says he says his name. He says I'm Vladimir. Welcome to my home. You've run off to be an adventurer? Why, Reyna? I've treated you well. You've never needed to do this. For what?
I can't spend my whole life here. It was time for me to go out on my own.
I had great expectations for you. You're a talented jeweler. I made arrangements and you just left, and your sister thankfully has managed to. I'm glad you're safe. I really am. But the family business and what we do, our position here is not guaranteed. A dozen families constantly saying that they can do what we do but better. You are the future of this damn family, Reyna. You have talent in the field, and I made deals with dwarven kingdoms, and I didn't include you in on everything, and that's my fault, but I've averted disaster, thankfully. But I wanted to be in this business with you, not your sister.
Well,
War is breaking out there, I hear. Is that true? Are the city guard, are the rumors true?
well, there is something happening, and my friends, and actually me too, are trying to stop something that could potentially ruin everything.
Not just squabble. Make a persuasion check.
Can I speak up to hope
Yeah,
that it's
yeah.
with advantage?
Yeah, yes.
I-
You're all with her.
I just say...
I'm giving it advantage.
Yeah, I will just say, sir, you say that your daughter has much talent, and I point to my necklace and to Basil's necklace and Hal's necklace. She created all of these for us so that we could succeed in our ventures, in what we're doing.
It
You're
worked then.
very much correct. She is very talented.
The theory worked. Those necklaces worked then.
Yes.
For a gifted student.
And 14.
He says, I don't want my daughter to perish in some countryside squabbles. You have greater gifts to bestow this world than fighting in cornfields. No offense to you all. I respect what you do. I do. I will spend my life arming the likes of you. I never wanted my daughter to become an adventurer like this. I'm not gonna force you to stay in this house, nor am I going to bar you from its shelter. But there are things happening on an international level, and our family has become involved. We are working on creating something that's never been created before. We are on the precipice of something. I wish I wanted you to be a part of it.
What are you making?
I can't discuss it. I don't know these people. But it's groundbreaking.
I'm more than willing to step back if it means success with discussing it with your daughter. But that's up to her.
Whatever you have to say, these people are trustworthy. They've literally kept me alive all this time.
I am working with the monarchy directly, alongside the Elgin Kingdom. You know that is an entire kingdom of dwarves on the other side of the lake that are up in those mountains. There's a couple of them there. Let me look at the map. Elgmar, my bad. I knew that wasn't right. I knew Elgin wasn't right. That's why I was looking it up. It's Elgmar. It is across the lake, in the large, vast complex of mountains that exists to the south of you guys, of where Eelfel's realm is. There are a couple different dwarf kingdoms in there, but that is one of them. And your father, he says, I am working directly with the monarchy here and the nation of Elgmar, and we are in the process of manufacturing something that has never been made before. There's only been rumors and myth of it, but we, the best minds in jewelry and craftsmanship, both men, elf, and dwarf alike, we believe we can make it. And we are pooling resources to having it made.
Make what?
Right. To speak bluntly, I'm sure if it's all
A
right.
helm of great power.
Yeah.
Of great magnificence. A helm of brilliance.
That does what? Exactly.
You can all make knowledge or arcana checks. Trained, untrained. Raina, I'm gonna give Raina advantage because this is in her ballpark of what she does, and she went to school here, and there's reasons why she would get advantage on this. But
That's
everybody
fair.
can make it.
I got an 8.
17.
19.
Got a fat 10.
So no one knows anything except for Raina. You've heard of a legend, a myth about a helm that was attempted to be made, and it was never made. And it was supposedly entirely. So the outside of the helm was entirely adorned with various gems of various sizes and types, and it would be something of great wealth to even look at, to be made, and that's all you really know about it. But it was never made, and this is long ago when Eelfell was still young. Not the oldest history you've heard tell of, like the faction that Milo's dad is a part of. That is real ancient history. So this is a little bit newer history where the races began to become way more sophisticated in the arts of crafting things, and eventually there was a great catastrophe and a lot of shit went wrong. And this was one of those things when there was an age of magical experimentation, and a lot of things were in development, and this was one of them. A helm of great brilliance that would be adorned with jewels, and it was apparently just some great item that was of value and want, and it just got scrapped like a million other things. Your dad is claiming that three races combined are going to try to make it. And this kingdom is one of them, and your family is one of them, is what your dad is saying now. But you don't know what it does. That's lost info.
So, what the people who are having you make this, what are they getting out of it? What is the purpose of making this if no one knows what it does?
You don't know what it does, do you? I
No.
suppose no one would. I want you to imagine a man or a woman wearing this and waving her left hand in a wall of fire as high as you can see were to appear, and then her other hand rainbow sprays adorning your eyes and flesh with various effects. It is drawing upon the full power of gemstones and metal and soul. For the one wearing this will be able to do great things. It is rumored that fire will not be able to hurt you. It is rumored that back then undead were a real problem. It is rumored undead couldn't even be in your presence in this thing. Skeletons would deteriorate just from you wearing this thing in front of it. It is a statement of greatness, of power, of nobility, of respect, and the kingdoms responsible for making such an item will elevate. The family responsible for making this item will be written about in all of history, as will any who helped in its manufacturing. An item lost to the myth age.
Sir, if you don't mind me interjecting, if you discover this, if you create this, if this is manufactured, who do you imagine will wield it? Who will wear it?
Oh,
Who? Yeah.
it will be a statement. It will be a statement that we have lost none of our talents, none of our knowledge. It has already been agreed upon that this will go to no one. It will be protected. It will bring people to this area of the world.
Wait, you plan to create it but not wield it and just hope that people are afraid of it?
You don't understand.
No. That's why I'm questioning. There was a question mark at the end of that.
It is an item that has never been created before. if we do it, we are secured in history. I am a jeweler. I am a helm maker. I am an artisan. I dream of creating things like this. I don't know what you dream of. I don't know what you dream of. He looks at the Dragonborn, and I truly don't know what my daughter dreams of. I have dreamed of elevating my families where they never have to worry, and I've done everything in my hundreds of years, and now I have a chance to become a legend, to create something. The Torfine family etched in stone forever.
Do you really think this is something someone won't wield?
We have talked about that. Someone will try to steal it. A great deal of security has gone into this.
What will you do to
You think?
prove its power to begin with, though? Like, what is your plan once it's created? So people understand that it's something to be feared.
Display of power will be had.
What will you...
Elected officials that have already agreed, that have already been magically sworn in, there will be a display of power so that nations can reveal its power. It's a thing that we are setting in motion, but first we must make it. You can't make all these global... It has to be made.
Right. Told myself I'd be quiet before I came in here. But what will be your display of power once it's created, so that people understand that it is a item of power? What is your plan?
Are you asking the event, and what is the plan for the event?
Yes. Once it's created, what are you going to do so that people look at it and say, this is not a family to be reckoned with, to be.
Oh, it's not. We're not using it for intimidation purposes. But what if war breaks out? What if unworldly things come back? It's been quiet for too long. Something's been bound to happen. This is an ultimate item of defense, wielded by nations. That could be the helm of the center land. We sit in the center of the land. That could be, if a king were to wear that when demons invade or the undead arise because of some necrotic catastrophe. You laugh, you call me paranoid. It happens. History tells it. This helm could sit a king in defense of his own people. And there would be worldly powers to ensure that that helm is never used for evil. I see where you're coming from. That's why we don't talk about it.
Right. No, I misunderstood. The way that you were wording it was making it sound like it would be well known that you had it, and that you.
Oh, it would be well known that I'm capable of making it, and then think of what happens for my family for the next 4,000 years. We're the ones that made the Helm of Brilliance. We're the ones to come to when you want things made, and then
right. But when
now the most.
When you make
the helm itself, I'm no interest in. I have no interest in putting the helm on my own head.
Sure, but when you make
head specifically.
When you make something of that power, the only way people will believe it's powerful is if it's used. That's the only thing I just want to know what you're going to do so people understand.
I said that initially. I am convinced. I am convinced that we don't have anything to worry about. A great deal of security went into this because I ask these questions myself. If it's made, someone is just going to put it on their head and declare themselves a tyrant, a not good one, in the name of power. But none of the parties involved in that have that venom.
How do
We
you
have
know?
all. There are spells to force truth. There are serums to force truth.
So you're just hoping that people understand you're powerful. They're just hoping that people.
We believe that if anybody tries to take the crown for themselves one way or another, even if it's put on their head, too many countries will. We don't believe anybody would, even if they wanted to, put it on their own head and then overthrow anything.
Okay, I
This one
think
power is not a key in.
I think there's a misunderstanding of what I'm asking. why would they want to take it if they don't know the power of it? That's what I'm saying. Like, what's the initial proof of its power?
Because he's gonna talk it up to how great of a craftsman he is, and spread a rumor, and people are stupid enough to fall for a rumor like that.
Ah, oh, okay.
And then he's not thinking about the bigger picture when he does brag about how he creates this brilliant item. That even though he may rise in status, he just puts a bigger fucking target on his family's back for being kidnapped and tortured, and someone else forcing him to make something else like this.
Oh, see,
A dreamer that's just a fool.
Yeah, I thought there was gonna be an initial, like, we've created this. Here's proof of its creation. Boom, we destroy something.
When it gets stolen and used for bad, then he will go down in infamy. That's the side that most people don't like to talk about when they dream. But no offense to you, it's just the truth.
Oh.
I was saying very similar things as I would be offended, but I said very many of these things, and I was convinced otherwise.
By who? Talia?
Your sister, many of the people involving in the project. I spoke with many ambassadors, not the king of the entire Elgmar kingdom itself, but I spoke with many ambassadors, and I spoke with priests, and many rituals of truth. I myself was present. Everybody discussed this, and nobody believes that this is going to anybody. This isn't going to one man, or it's not. There are many factors involved in its construction. I don't even have all of the tools needed. Even if I'm tortured, I only know the jewel workings, and it's hard to explain to people that weren't here for the whole.
Yeah, I get it. I understand.
I don't know what makes the metals that are needed to make the helm, but I can get the jewels in if this information I've received is true. So I'm not putting my whole family at risk, and if someone tried to duplicate it, good luck. It's been lost for this long, and there's many different factions working together to piece this all together because no one trusts anybody with its soul. You make good points. I've heard a lot of theories, and I've heard a lot of reason with it, and I think someone else is just going to do it. I need to do it.
So are you doing this to protect your kingdom, everybody, or just your family?
I believe that whoever helps make this crown, this helm, it's not a crown, it's a helm. I believe whoever makes this helm, is going to be solidified in history as a master of their craft. The family legacy becomes secured. The kingdoms of Elgmar and Eelfell, they are now on the mark. They are now on the map. They are now known. It's going to bring more people. It's going to raise economy. It's going to bring, hopefully, a better future where we're more than just a little nook of farmland in the world. I am thinking big.
No, you're thinking about people wanting to do things to go down in history as opposed to doing things for the greater good and not caring about
not an adventurer.
Their name.
I'm a merchant. I'm not an adventurer.
He's just doing what he knows, Milo. It's not. It's notable to a fault. It's not our position to judge what his actions do. We all make choices, and this is one he believes will leave a lasting impression on
If you have reason to believe that my family is in danger because of this specifically, I'm all for ears. If you heard something that you know something, then I'm all for hearing it. I just someone else is gonna do this. I'm in the right position at the right time to do this. I see no reason to not
do it. Yeah.
I see no reason to not do it if these people that I'm working with are being honest, and it's been proven to me that they are. Magically, not just they told me so. There were magical buffers here.
You don't think they may have been magical buffers to convince you that they were doing things honorably or correctly. And maybe they were deceiving you.
He thinks for a minute. He does give that thought. He says, in my line of work, weeding out the true ones from the liars and the snakes, you don't get to where I am if you're ignorant to that.
That's fair.
If I'm a fool, then you're the ones who told me so, and you'll go down in history as the ones who could have averted disaster one way or another. Or maybe both. We're going to be famous. Either I'm right, and you're all going to be probably involved some way, because global things will begin happening. If you're going to stay in these areas, I fear for this kingdom's safety with the talk I'm hearing and being confirmed it's true, but either way, I think we'll all get what we want. I pray you're not right and that this is a mistake. Because it would weigh heavy on my conscience if you were all right and I brought something bad into this world to be used for evil.
All I wish is for you to be content with the life we have. You've always wanted to be more and more and more, and it's never enough. Why can't you just be content with what we have? I realize this is important to you, and status is important, but are you thinking of Zay and May and even Talia? She's probably one who's been whispering in your ear about this. I just don't think it's a good idea.
Family had to fight a lot of unknown battles to get to where we're sitting today. You don't remember what it was like before we made it into these walls. And I'm gonna make sure that you don't have to find that out. Perhaps wealth has gotten to my head. Perhaps loss. And now that I'm getting older, it's sinking in that I need to just do what I need to do. And maybe you're right, I don't need to do it, but I have to do what I feel is right, because I'm not getting any younger. And opportunities like this do not pass me ever. But the family stands to lose favor if we hold this back. We are in the perfect place at the perfect time. That is what your sister did say about the matter, that we seem to be just perfectly aligned for this to happen. And she's right. But perhaps I do miss the things that I've lost, and the idea of losing this too is just too much. I'm a reasonable man. I can see where that could be a thing. But what's done is done. The process has begun. And I guarantee the loss of station if I double back on myself now. But I will keep a wary eye, and I will trust in my instincts more than ever. If you promise not to go too foolhardy with this adventuring shit. You want to be an adventurer, you have all of my blessings. But don't you go hunting dragons and all that nonsense. You have no need for wealth, and I'm going to bring the family fame. You don't need to die in some dragon hole or off in the Black Fens. I'll not hear of that.
I'd rather die out there than be stuck in here my entire life. I'm tired of being stuck between these walls, not experience anything. You can't keep me locked in here.
I don't want to keep you locked up. If I give off that impression, I apologize.
You've had my life planned out since I was a baby. I supposed to be married off to another family to improve your status here. How am I not to think that you don't want to keep me here?
Roll insight, all of you.
I think I'll use my inspiration on this. Thank you very much.
Me
Do I
too.
get advantage because I'm a gem?
Oh, I got a 1. I got to re-roll. Let's go.
Oh, a natural 20
Oh, it's
I
not
got
much better.
for 23.
I got 23.
I got
Yeah, 12.
6.
Hell yeah, Milo. Me and you, we're just in all in.
Not 20 when I need it.
Should do a little dance.
He looks very confused at these words. And you like that's the only emotion you detect, and he looks at Reyna and he says, "I would have never. When did I try to have you married off?"
Uh-oh.
What do you mean? Hold on, I forgot their names.
You're fair. Yep. I would have.
Portobello thing.
Not Portobello, Parabella.
It's pretty close, though.
Yeah.
I always make fun of it because it sounds like a mushroom.
The Parabella family.
Out of game, did you write lore for that family, or was there anything about that family that you wrote, or?
They
What is
sell fine wine and are very wealthy.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. All right.
That's
No, I'm on the right track. I wanted to make sure, and I didn't want to
Okay.
scroll through all the notes. If I wanted
No,
to see if you had
that's
it. Okay.
it. That's all I got.
He
on.
looks. Yeah, he looks good. He goes. Well, yeah, there was an offer. There were offers for you to be married, but I wouldn't marry you off to a vineyard family. No, I didn't
What?
do that.
But he would marry
I don't
you off.
remember. All right, maybe I was drunk and I said it. If I apologize if that were the case. You don't seem like you're lying. You've never lied. But if I tried to have you married off to some vineyard family, then I greatly apologize. Is this why you ran away?
Well, partly, but not mostly.
I didn't do. Oh,
Talia.
Oh well, yeah. Your sister was handling the mail, and like it was brought up to me, and I said no. Talked about it briefly. She said that they were an economic font in the Centerlands, but I said no, and that was the last I had of it. Maybe I started thinking it was a good idea, and I got drunk and talked. If I did that, I greatly apologize, Reyna. No, you're not being married off to a vineyard family. Absolutely not. If this is why you ran away, then I'm so sorry. Like, no. You guys can further roll insight checks if you want.
Of course, I shall take
If
your.
you want,
I'll take
yeah,
that.
if you want to.
I got a 22.
I got a 30-20.
It's a little better. 17.
He seems genuinely concerned and possibly upset with himself.
Yeah.
He believes that if he said this, it was like he didn't mean to do it. Like maybe he did say it, and like, but you believe that like he's actually. This is like emotional. Like holy shit, did I say some wild shit and make my daughter run away? I didn't mean to do that, and you believe it's sincere.
Yeah, I lean in towards Reyna before she says anything. I'm like, is there like any possible way that your father could be convinced that like some kind of spell among your family that he should do something that he didn't want to do?
I mean, all my sisters know magic. There's a possibility. Talia has been someone who takes things a little too far. As long as she is wealthy and has high status.
Sounds like a cut.
She wasn't always like that.
Well,
I don't.
Alia,
What are
do you say that out loud? Do you all say that, like, or are you talking in your heads?
I was
No,
I was
I'm
whispering
saying
to her.
no.
I don't know what she's. Yeah, I don't know her volume. Yeah.
Well, if you're not talking loud, then I'm not gonna make that call.
I don't know. I think it. I wouldn't
But
whisper
someone
it.
exit.
I'm not.
Okay.
He hears it. He got a 21 on his perception check.
Oh
He
shit!
heard every word. He heard every word spoke because he's not that far away.
Yeah.
And he said, "I did roll. He got a good roll." He says, "Your sister would not do that, even if she was capable. I'll admit she has magical capabilities I knew not. She put herself through school privately without anyone's knowledge. But to manipulate my mind, I don't think she's powerful enough to do that, even if she were inclined."
Can I cast Detect Magic?
If you want to do your somatic shit,
Yeah. Why not? What's he gonna do?
her father looks confused, but he doesn't stop you. You sort of have his trust at the moment.
He just does this. Pay no mind. Very
Can I
trustworthy guy.
Can I
This
just
thing.
walk over to him and see if there's like any, magic coming off him?
There's a couple items, like he has a ring that looks like it's got some magic on it. He's got a necklace that looks like it has some magic on it, but there's no auras emanating from him. He doesn't look like he's got the spell. It doesn't look like he has any spells on him or anything like that. And his body isn't giving off any radiation of anything like that. But those two items are definitely magical. And he comments. He says, "I'm not magically influenced." Thank you, though. Smart.
Seems to be the truth. His magic items on though.
Wouldn't be myself if I wasn't. I sleep with this one on. He points to the ring. He's got a ring on his index finger. He says, "I sleep with this on." But look, I'll admit there's some big pieces moving around Paradisia. That's the truth. But I never tried to have you married off to that family. And if I said it, then I'm definitely sorry.
Where's Talia?
She's away.
Doing what?
Business with Elgmar. She left a day ago.
Has she been in charge of this, or?
In charge? No. She's been my mouthpiece. I don't like to go out there unless I have to. I prefer to use my own workspace. I've been worried about where you are. If you showed up at home, I wanted to be home. So she is more or less the herald of the family, which is what I wanted for you. But I never talked about it, and I just expected you to just do what I thought was best rather than be your own person, which was wrong. I don't object fully to what you're doing. I understand it. I just don't want to lose you to some lifestyle that isn't for me. If that's for you, then that's for you. I just saw you go to school and develop this talent that I also have. I assumed you would want to be a merchant jeweler like me, but I'm not going to demand it of you.
What is this talent you speak of? Like what's the extent of the talent that imagine she has learned. Or that you know that she has learned.
Those necklaces you're wearing are they're a family theory. You're not going to find them in shops. Those are gifts of our family, and she was developing the final touches of them.
I mean, that's actually very enlightening to learn, because do you know what this necklace did for me? Do you know what your daughter did for me?
I imagine it was helpful in what you do.
It was. I'm gonna say it plainly. We faced a giant fiery skeleton that shot from the sky, and if it wasn't for this necklace,
In Yulfell, this is happening in these lands.
if it wasn't for this necklace, I'd be dead. And yes, that is precisely where it happened. And that is how talented your daughter is and how helpful she has been by not staying here.
Perhaps there are many ways of living a life. You don't need to roll persuasion. You gain an inspiration if you don't have one.
I do have
Milo.
one, but I would like a second one.
You can give one to someone who has spent one. I'll grant somebody
Yeah.
else.
If anybody doesn't have one, yeah, I think we all have them right now.
One can trickle. Yep, we're gonna imply the trickle down economics. It's gonna trickle
use
down
mine
from
earlier.
your pool into
Take it.
somebody else's pool.
Take it.
So inspired by your speech. So I cut in. Yeah, she's all right as far as it goes.
He says there are many ways of living a life. If you're an adventurer, Reyna, you are a jeweler and an adventurer, and that is admirable that you can use your talents to provide life-saving and beautiful implements rather than just for gaudy, posh, elaborate showcasings. I make things to appeal to the greed of people, and you've managed to save lives. I'm glad the magic works, and I'm glad that my teachings are being passed down through you. Perhaps you will make a difference in ways I've never made a difference.
I'll take his hands and I'll look at him and I'll be like, I do want to make you proud. I know it's not the way you want, and running away probably wasn't the smartest thing to do. But what I'm doing is not just for myself. I'm thinking of you guys. I'm trying to keep you safe. And I love all of you very much. And then I'll give him a big hug.
He hugs you back, and it's a long hug. And then when he lets go, he looks at all of you guys and he says, "You back her up out there. You do not leave her by herself to handle any danger. There will be no objections, but you don't slink into the darkness by yourself, young lady. You have backup."
Well, believe it or not, I've saved their butts a couple times.
I can
I
believe
shake my
that.
head. I shake my head though.
No, I don't know about that
Especially
one.
this one, right? He points right at Basil.
I shake my head though.
She just lied to you. How could she do that so fast?
He looks at the tiger. Where is this tiger from? Where did you acquire this beast?
Oh, that's Milo's.
Yeah, and I just say, I mean, believe it or not, she's from me. Shvartami. She's not from anywhere other than what you see here.
You're a primal ranger. I rolled a nat 20 on
Yeah.
identifying that type of magic.
Yeah.
He understands. I did. I rolled a nat 20. He actually understands
Yeah.
when you say that.
And I just nod.
I've never met someone like you before. What a great honor. May I? He wants to pet the tiger.
I mean, if she's all right with it, I just say to Nyx, "Is that okay?" Nyx.
I rolled a dirty 20 on animal handling.
Yeah. Nyx just kind of looks at me and is like, "Yeah, sure."
So yeah, he pets the tiger, and he's like, never had a creature like this in my home before. A great honor. And then he pets the tiger for a couple seconds and then stops. So my daughter is in an adventuring party now. I can drink to that, I suppose. You guys want drinks?
Yes.
Okay.
The shittiest ale, please.
How?
I don't have
I mean,
any of that. How?
Bottom shelf bourbon is what I'll take.
We
No less, no
listen,
we
listen,
only
Jacob.
have fine wines.
Jacob, I live in the Kentucky area. Let's not go for bottom shelf bourbon. Let's
Whatever y'all have, I'll drink. I'll pick. But if it tastes
it is close to 12:30 now. We can do the wrap up drinks with Raina's father next week, and then whatever you guys decide to do, if you're going by the property or hitting up any of your contacts, because you have a few people that are basically sponsoring you guys.
Yep.
And I have a few things with that. We didn't get to that today. That was going to be taken care of before the property. It would make the property make a little bit more sense, actually, if I handled that first.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know,
so
one
there's a
thing
few
that we do-
things. There's a handful of things that needed to get taken care of, but we did a big shopping trip and then political intrigue at Raina's house.
Can I send a spell to someone?
Yeah,
after-
what's up?
So like as we're like, discreetly as possible. I want to send a message to my good friend
Felix.
Miski's Basil's brother.
Yeah.
My good friend Basil's brother.
Zemisky's, yeah.
I'm gonna send a spell to him. And I want to say, hey fucker. Do you know anything about an agreement to form an item between the kingdom of Eilfel and the kingdom of Eldamar? I hope you do, because I don't know who else would.
Hey, fucker.
You get a response, and it says, "Oh, it's you. Holy Eilfel shit. I don't know anything about that. Please tell more. We'll be in touch soon."
Ooh.
Heart emoji.
Your insight tells you he's probably gonna send you a sending back or
Where is
something,
it? There it is.
because he has that capability.
Yeah.
There's a heart emoji in there, and we will do that next.
Yeah, pick that back up. I feel like
it
would be the resource for that.
Yep.
Hey, I'm not the only rat. We got my rat brother in arms. He's back, baby. We're so back. Ugh.
This fucking guy. I need information.
I had fun with this episode.
That was
Oh, yeah.
Listening
Yeah.
to your interactions. No, it was a good episode. Growing the guy's leg back. Fucking loved it. I really honestly 100% forgot that Raina had access to that.
That was amazing.
It was good. No, that made me happy.
I love how Milo
was
was
reminded
like,
of that.
"I'm gonna go in there, lips shut." And he's
Yeah,
all of a
yeah.
sudden like,
I knew as
blah
soon as you
blah
said
blah.
that, I was like, As I seen you, and I was like, yeah, okay, I doubt it. Let's see. And then it went exactly as I thought it would. It looked like 5 seconds in. All right, yeah. we'll go.
did not take
No,
long at all.
Next time Milo propositions that, I'm like, yeah, you might as well just don't even try to promise yourself that. Don't even do the whole key thing. Just keep their mouth open.
Maybe I should make a bet. If there's money on the line, maybe I could. Well, I feel
Yeah,
like
I
my
should've
question.
bet with
I
that,
feel
but
like
fine.
my questions were valid.
Yeah. I don't think they were wrong.
Yeah. It's just so funny.
So good on you, Star. You did some good role playing. I like.
Hell yeah, you did.
Yeah, no, it was a great episode for because I knew depending on like how long we
I was
took on
trying not
things
to
that there wasn't
cry.
going to be combat.
I
saw
saw
it.
it in your eyes. Even though you had glasses on, I could see it. I kind of like your dad
You should've
now.
cried. He was cool. He was
He's
cooler
not a
than I
bad
thought. I thought he'd be
guy.
evil, to be honest.
No, he's not a bad guy.
I thought he'd be
Milo's
evil.
about to.
No, I had a
Yeah,
I had a brief discussion a long time ago about her father's like personality and how he was because I knew that there'd be an interaction with him at some point. I just didn't know when. So yeah,
Raina's
he's
daddy's girl.
not over. He's not evil.
All right,
No,
let's do a send off here on the stream.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, thanks everybody. I know today was a lot of role play, a lot of shopping and getting economy things handled, but gonna have probably some fun adventures starting next session. So please tune in next week, same time, same place. Thank you at Tabletop Tyranny for having me DM another session. Please tune in next week. Have a good night, and thank you again.
Hell yeah, let's go.
I'm still
Look
on
at that!
first.
Look at that wave he's got going on. Like
Oh, I know, it's
Wonderful.
always it's the best.
camera can't even register it.
I know, it's got motion fucking...